Like that.
Yeah, I updated it a little bit. Hold on a second, and then we get my composure going. Make sure I send everybody the it's live. Good shit. All right, we're good to go. Welcome to the podcast of pain. I was gonna do something like really cool. I was gonna be like, "What's up, everybody? I'm Big Lovin'. That's Dondo Snooch. And right here we got Dragon Buddy. Welcome to the escape pod. Clank, clank, bitch. Poor execution because like I got the new shit updated, so we're all over the fucking place. Anyway, welcome to the escape of the. Still doing it. Sorry, I'm already fucked up. Welcome to the podcast, The Pain, the pod where we discuss any and all things nerd, movies, video games, even Funko Pops. This is season 2, episode 3, Mortal Kombat. I'm your host, D, and that's Will.
Hey, how's it going?
So we've got some interesting things to talk about today. First and foremost, I had a really good lunch. Did you have a good lunch?
No.
I had a great lunch today. I ate a hot pocket.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was actually a scalding hot pocket, so you could probably call it a Scott pocket.
The old American Pie thing to it.
Anyway, we are all over the place today. We got our alcohol, we got some fucking apple pie moonshine, we got some new commercials to lay on you. We've got another sponsor to talk about today.
Oh yeah.
And we're talking about Mortal fucking Kombat. I also decided because there was a lot to go over. I couldn't do fucking Mortal Kombat in one sitting.
Hell no.
So we're gonna make it like we're gonna make it a two-parter. The kids and shit, they play Mortal Kombat 11, so they're more versed with that. I'm probably gonna have them on next time. Talking about the current events in the Mortal Kombat universe, but we'll go over the inception, the beginning, if you will. Is that loud enough? That's loud enough.
Yeah, that's fine.
Still playing around with the sound. I am not a techie. Anyway, I don't know where to start. Oh, so we were gifted these special chips that we have to do a taste test on.
Oh yeah.
I hope you guys like the new setup. We're just gonna do like one big screen. And it saved room in here. Eventually, we want to be like in a Wayne and Garth kind of environment, have a fucking couch and just chill, like super chill. Hey, bills are such, we might start have to casting couch.
$20.
$20 is $20. But these lose your virginity with Chaz chips. That's coming through pretty cool. 18 plus, and well, they are pussy flavored chips.
Oh no.
Yeah. These are a foreign thing.
Enjoy cracking them.
8. Yeah, somebody wanted to try them beforehand.
Oh,
so no. 18 plus, adults only, limited edition. All bodies taste good. I say no to that. For the hot ones, no preservatives, and yes for sex. So the first thing that we're gonna do, I'm gonna crack open another one of these. I haven't smelled them. I don't know if we want to smell them or if we would just want to dive right in.
Might as well fucking dive.
Oh man, I got it on my hands.
Isn't that where it usually goes first?
All right, do you want to take the first chip? I mean, they look from they appear to look good.
They do look pretty tasty. I think we should do it like together, like on the count of 3, just so we don't like fuck each other over.
I want to get a big one. There we go. I like the big ones. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Bottoms up. Oh.
It's like Funyuns.
Sorry, ladies. I'm gonna try another one.
Actually, don't taste too bad.
All right, well then I'm gonna have to go wherever these chips are manufactured because I don't. These taste a lot better. Yeah, these don't taste too bad.
No, not at all.
So hey, thank you. Y'all need to start doing your homework though, because these just taste like fucking chips.
Yeah. Tastes like those what are those Cajun chips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't feel too dirty. I don't feel too gross. That's a little disappointing.
I was very scared.
I was too.
I thought it was a bit one of those Bernie bat like jelly bean fucking things all over again.
I'm disappointed. Now it's the unholy Kevin. Big K Shitty. Hope they're not salty. They're potato chips. They don't taste any different. So they have a brand, like a local brand of kettle chips down at the Polly's here.
Oh yeah.
And they have the sea salt ones. I like the garlic parmesan.
Are they Are they down?
What do you mean?
Is that the brand name?
I couldn't tell you. I know they're on the end cap.
Okay.
They're not with the regular chips.
I said the down ones. They used to make those like fresh here in town.
So maybe that's what it is. I'll have to check into it. But those aren't too bad. Those aren't ridiculously not tasty. So weird. Whatever. Sweating my ass off already. All right, I want to make sure we share this this video really quick onto the Facebook. We have a new Facebook because I don't know what the fuck happened. The other podcast with Pain page went AWOL and echo. This is why. Where's the sound on this? Oh my god! Pause.
You have it hooked to the Bluetooth.
There it goes. Okay. See, last week we had all kinds of fucking crazy shit going on because of the goddamn all right, I think we got it. All right. With that, chip out of a dude's butt cheek says it tastes like pussy or ass. Well, we're gonna send that to the screen there, Big K.
That?
That's my homie Kevin. He is the third Patreon that we have.
Nice, thank you.
So, motherfucker, you gotta step your game up. I got goddamn what do you call them? Sponsors. I got patrons. Got the shirts going. Yeah, we got 2 new shirts up. The Hulkamania Paniac ones going up. Hell yeah, we got a lot of shit going on. Astronomicon 6 is coming up.
Yeah.
So what do you think? You gonna go?
I don't know if we'll make it. I'm gonna try. I'm definitely still trying to.
I told you, man. I have the VIP, which they are a little bit about. I think they're about 60% sold out right now as of now. Kevin Smith, it's not gonna happen again.
No.
So go to astronomicon.com and pick up your VIP. That's the only way to get his autograph is through a VIP. Only way to get a photo op is through VIP. Go to astronomicon.com and hook it up. There is ridiculous. Whether you do it in person or whether you do it online, they got the ridiculous fucking fees. And we're going to talk to Mike. I think we're going to do it next time. So the next show, and by the way, I said, fuck it. I wiped my ass with this calendar that we announced last time because I just figured you got to do your shit with the boys every other weekend.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't want to put any pressure on us to get through like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Having a week to try and come up with Mortal Kombat notes was just ridiculous. So I figured bi-weekly would probably be more efficient for both of us. I don't want to put out a bullshit fucking product or anything like that. So bi-weekly is how it's going to go.
Fuck yeah.
Shout out to the podcast homies like the ATSW, the Escape Pod. They just got done doing Borat. The episode on Borat. I never liked Borat. I watched it. And I'm like, at the same time, because I'm a wrestling enthusiast, man, anything I see on TV, I automatically, that's staged. Even though they said it wasn't.
Definitely.
I'm sure they got some genuine reactions, but I think that was bullshit. They would have hung his ass, especially doing that Kazakhstan national anthem.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure
Redneck Town.
He probably had to get there quick.
Oh, man. Let's see here. But yeah, like Kevin says, man, we got the Patreon, so we got to do another episode.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a topic too. We're gonna do because I think we should do females.
Females.
I think we should do like significant others and like double standards between men and women.
Be a good one.
Yeah, because I got some shit to say, especially I got my motherfucking mics next to me. I'm ready to
Get all lit up and just go.
I'm fucking fired up. I'm already in a fucking tense position right now. A little sketchy with shit, so fuck it. Might as well go ahead and rip that Band-Aid off and throw some dirt on it. Yesterday, me and the girls watched the Royal Rumble. I know you're not a wrestling guy.
No.
Well, fuck wrestling. Let's talk about some real shit. You ever watched the Last of Us?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I watched tonight.
Yeah, fuck that fake scripted bullshit. We're gonna talk about the Last of
Hell
Us.
yeah. That's more real than anything. That shit can happen, bro.
Episode 1 was really fucked up. I haven't watched all of episode 2 yet, but it's really
watch the beginning of episode 2?
Yeah.
Bomb them.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. I knew like when that old lady started bugging out, no spoilers. Well, shit, it's been a week. If you haven't watched it, you're not gonna watch it. Fuck off.
You're an asshole then.
Absolutely, you're an asshole then. Shout out Ralph Sufferetto. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm excited. I haven't made it through the game.
Yeah.
Lena started playing the game, and I'm pretty geeked for what she made it further in the game than I did.
I played through it back in the day when it came out, but they've even mastered it and shit since then.
But no, I'm gonna speak on the Royal Rumble for a minute because it was pretty. I don't watch wrestling like I used to. Like I'm not super glued to the TV. I don't know all the storylines and shit like that, just basic shit. But the Royal Rumble, are you at least like down? You understand what the Royal Rumble is?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so like 30 guys enter. The last one in gets a title shot at WrestleMania, whoever the champion is. Cody Rhodes is the guy that came in at number 30 after a long pectoral issue, if you know, you know. And he's going to WrestleMania to fight Roman Reigns. But the cool part is all the shit that happens in between. Fucking Logan Paul showed up.
Oh no.
Oh no, look, like anytime there's a celebrity at WrestleMania or like a wrestling event in general, I'm just like, all right, it's gonna be hokey as fuck. They can't hold their own.
Yeah.
Celebrities like Lawrence Taylor, he came in at WrestleMania 11. Then they had Bad Bunny, the rapper, who's also, I guess, an actor now because he was on that.
Heard of that guy.
He was on Bullet Train, that movie Bullet Train now. And then Logan Paul, who's on everybody's fucking radar now. And one, like the girls just fucking flipped out because like they see him on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
I think he was on a Disney show at some point too.
I don't know.
But he's a professional wrestler. He's got a contract with WWE.
Oh no.
And it was him and this wrestler Ricochet. And I want to fucking I want to try and patch in a video clip of this really quick. See if I can. It sucks. We got to do some homework on this StreamYard. So we can add in video clips. So I'm gonna add it up real quick. You're gonna get our reaction to watching this lot on YouTube. Let's see here, because it was basically like watching a fucking like Godzilla and King Kong. just watch this. This is fucking wild. Fucking commercials.
Oh, man.
And it was on Peacock, and Peacock I don't think is a really awesome app at all. I think it's more of a hassle than anything, but check this shit out. So you got Ricochet on the outside. You got Logan Paul on the outside.
He has a face I'd like to punch.
He's got like, what, 25 feet between them?
They actually sound like I hurt.
See what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's.
I think they fucked up.
That's just one of those fucking moments that gets replayed in history. It's just fucking wild.
It sounds like somebody lost a tooth or something. On that
Man, and the girls like fucking freaked out like when they heard his music. They're like, oh shit, Logan Paul! Because like, you know, you have 30 guys and it's all at random and shit like that. Who's gonna be in next? You know, Logan Paul comes out, and he always has some really impressive athleticism out there. So I don't care if you're a hater or not, man. That was pretty dope. And the female Royal Rumble came on. Rhea Ripley, that's my girl.
Oh yeah.
I mean, let me pull up a picture of this chick, dude. She's Australian, and she looks like yeah, because we talked about this.
Yeah.
She's
the one that scared the shit out of that little kid.
She's like 6. Oh no, she's only 5'7". Damn, she looks a lot bigger than that. She
wears boots.
and she's only 26. Well, like TV fucks with you too,
Mm-hmm.
but that's fucking Rhea Ripley, dude. She doesn't look too mannish. She looks like she would hurt you and all those fucking in like a Ralph Cifaretto kind of way.
No.
Break out the cheese grater. Pour the candle wax. Like she's muscular, but she's not overdoing it. Not like she doesn't have like a really ridiculous fucking look like China used to back in the day.
China. I don't know.
Well, you don't have to worry about China now.
No,
she's long up.
I know, but to me, she always looked rough. Like I don't know, like Clayface.
Oh yeah, yeah. She didn't look too bad after she got her jaw reconstructed, but yeah, Rhea Ripley's my chick. She won the female battle, the Royal Rumble. She entered at number 1 and went like over an hour or whatever like that. That was pretty dope. They had a match with Bray Wyatt and LA Knight. Bray Wyatt's putting on this fucking performance. I like Bray Wyatt, but I wish this storyline would fucking hurry up. It's been like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, and it hasn't gone anywhere. So it's worse than that. Like, you know, back in the day, like when the NWO happened, you'd have one thing happen. Next week, something else would happen. Next week, something else would happen. But it would be advancing. This is at like a crawl. Like, put it in second gear already, motherfucker. I'm tired of watching this shit. Anyway, that was the weekend. I got Piper playing Grand Theft Auto 5, and I told her about the cheat codes.
Oh, no.
I completely forgot that they had, oh, yeah. Because she was hooked just running over people. Oh, no. If that says anything about me.
Then you give her a gun.
If that says anything about me about a parent. So this is what she did. She like ran a bunch of people over. She had the cops on her. I think she had like 2 stars, maybe 3 stars. It was a big deal. She got out of the car, crashed the car. And she gets out and she starts running down the fucking highway. She's like, I'm running away from my problems. Weird. But no, I introduced her to the cheat codes. I mean, that gives you the ammo. That gives you
she did the one you get a fighter jet.
Oh, she can't fly that shit. I already did that. I did the chopper. What do you call it? What's the chopper called?
I forget what it's called in there.
But I got the chopper, and she was like, "Oh man, this is cool. How do you land it?"
Oh no!
And I couldn't, like, you know, when you're thinking in your head, unless you had the hands on your controller, you don't really know. So I'm like, all right, I know that hitting triangle, you're gonna jump the fuck out. You're gonna, you know.
That was always a big prank back in the day.
That was another thing too. I told her about the free fall. I didn't know what was going to happen because I'd never used cheat codes until this point.
Oh yeah.
But I did the free fall, and she's just like, "What do I do? Where's the parachute?" Oh yeah, there's a parachute. Fuck. So she ends up imploding in the ground. So that was pretty funny. But she's got like explosive punches, explosive ammo, and she's having way too much fun. So. If you're a bully at a school and you pick on this kid, I'm warning you now. Don't fuck with her. She's getting ideas. What else? Did you do anything this weekend or this past week? Past last 2 weeks?
Working and watching shows.
What are you watching?
I was watching The Last of Us, and then I watched that '90s show to see if it compared to the '70s show, and it didn't.
There were a couple of instances, because you know how TikTok is. They always have like 30-second clips. The funniest fucking moment is when Red realizes that kid that his granddaughter brings home is Kelso's son.
Oh, yeah.
No. That was cool. But other than that, I don't know much about it. I know that Donna Laura Prepon looks pretty hit. Like she's had surgery.
Yeah, she had some kind of plastic surgery.
And Jackie's just looking old and rough. Ashton Kutcher, I don't care. Eric Foreman, I don't care. Danny Masterson, where's he been? Where's he been?
Know who looks exactly the same though? Tommy John.
Oh, because he takes it easy, man. He's not fucking stressed about shit.
He's the dude.
Ain't nobody fucking with him for no goddamn reason. He's always been that way.
I know.
I'm shocked he's got gray hair now. Just as chill as he is. I'd like to meet him.
That'd be sweet.
I'd like to just sit in his foyer and just, not even talk to him, just sit and see what happens during the day, you know?
He might just like also all like random shit.
Fuck off, Kevin. China played She-Hulk once.
Oh, no.
That was back in her short-lived porno career.
Oh.
And I gotta tell you, like I liked China when she got out of wrestling and she got a little thicker. She wasn't as like cut as
She was
ripped.
dating Flavor Flav.
No, that was Bridget Wilson or Bridget Nielsen.
I thought her and Flavor Flav got together.
That was Bridget, the big bitch from Rocky 4.
Oh,
Beverly
okay.
Hills Cop 2, the blonde chick.
That's the same.
China was banging X-Pac.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's just fucked up because like if you listen to the story, I think there was a domestic thing. He beat her up, which I don't understand. I mean, if I was a cop, I show up, I'm like, okay.
Oh shit.
But yeah. Yeah, she looked better thick, where she wasn't like working out hardcore all the time.
Not on the roids.
Not as She-Hulk though. That really fucked up superhero movies for me.
What's up, Mike?
Yeah, Mike's in the house. You're not late. We don't do it. I wasn't sure if we started on time or not.
I don't
honestly.
think we did.
It doesn't matter.
We're all here.
I'm gonna have some more of these pussy chips. Like these would go good with a sandwich. Like they don't. There's nothing odd.
You had a deli, you could serve those.
They taste like sour cream and onion.
Yeah.
Which says all kinds of things about the female anatomy, doesn't it? I mean, they don't smell weird. They don't. So, as many years ago, I don't remember who tipped me off, but I found an energy drink called Pussy Energy Drink.
Oh yeah.
And it was like bubbly, like an energy drink. It didn't taste good. It didn't taste like
it would.
It didn't taste like vagina, but it didn't taste good either. It didn't,
it just tastes like nastiness.
Tasted like dishwater.
Ugh.
Where you have that, there's like a sweetness and then a super bitterness and then just like what the fuck
we're
is
drinking
that?
Dishwater back in the day. That doesn't taste well either.
Anyway, what else? I'm almost through Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on NAS finally.
Oh, nice.
I have not been this far, and I got to shout out whoever the fuck. I think it was Nickelodeon that had a big hand in whoever distributed this game, because they have a rewind feature. So if you know how you would miss those Nintendo jumps would stress you the fuck out, and then you'd always miss it and have to start over again. You can rewind and redo it.
Oh,
so if you have like one little bar of health left, you can and you accidentally get hit, you can go back, you can rewind it and try again.
I'm just gonna say, like, the old school games, kids nowadays would lose their shit because they're way harder.
They're easier nowadays.
Yeah,
because you didn't have back in the day. You really didn't have save spaces. We talked about this before.
Yeah,
you don't have save spaces on Nintendo or really even Sega. You had passwords on some games, but you had to rely on your own fucking handwriting. Is that a lowercase L or a 1 or an I? You
really didn't have save on your game until like 64 and PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
With the PlayStation 1, you had to make sure you didn't lose your fucking memory chip.
Hell no. God damn. What else have I been playing? It's still as hard and as stressful as it was back in the day. I'll tell you that much. And then I had to. Well, I think what stresses me out even more and irritates me more is there are people online. Go to YouTube and type in Ninja Turtle NES speed run. There are motherfuckers that can beat that in 15 minutes. Like 15 minutes. I'm still trying to collect all my fucking shit. It's annoying as fuck.
Justin Stoner.
What's up, guy? Hi, yeah, Karen's taking care of the kids, and I'm wondering like how fucking bad he is right now. I'm wondering like what he's stressing out about now because he doesn't work at TAC anymore, does he?
No, that place is like the stress
cancer.
Yeah,
it's a cancer.
Like you stress for no reason. Like they make you stress for no reason there. It's like torture.
Mike says my dad always had a shoebox of memory cards. What the fuck? For gameplays, you do. Yeah, I didn't get hardcore into games like that. I just knew, like, don't fucking walk by the TV. Yeah. You wait until I'm done with this level. Like Mario was really bad.
Don't bump the 64 or else it's going to freeze up on you.
Yeah, it was like that bullshit, man. Fuck. Yeah, kids today gamers today are spoiled as fuck.
Hell yeah, they are. And then you don't even have to like beat a game now. You just like buy your way through it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Everybody, you can like get your mom and dad's credit card and get points, get costumes, get whatever, get gold bars.
You don't need to earn anything anymore.
Yeah, see, that's why I never use cheat codes for like Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption. Like, I want to play through it.
It made it repetitive.
Yeah. Speaking of gaming, I am $200 closer to a PS5.
That's what you're saying. Hell yeah.
I'm excited. So I sold some comics. Can't say it too loud because my dad doesn't know.
Spawn ones?
I sold Spawn and Simpsons
No.
to Cody Lockwood's Loot. I know he's probably not watching this fucking show. And that's what I was thinking. Like, I was practicing like this shtick when I was doing the whole welcome to the escape pod. I'm Big Lovin', Miss Don Wandela Nooch. I'm like, it's only funny because I watch the show. I don't think they watch our show. I don't think they listen to our show. And I know you don't listen to their show, but it's like one of those jokes that's only funny to me. It's whatever. What kind of games did he play, Mike? Well, yeah, I was also thinking about just holding off on that and doing it for April Fool's Day. I don't know what day April Fool's Day falls on, so I wanted to just go ahead and get it out.
Just pull Mike up as a guest on here sometime.
Hell yeah. Now that it seems like we got the fucking audio shit. Yeah. I put the fucking audio jack in the wrong thing. Dumbass. I don't like technology. I don't like much of anything, honestly. And I haven't made a commercial for it yet, but Kill 'Em All Beard Oil is an official sponsor of the Podcast of Pain. So if you go to Kill 'Em All Beard Oil, find them on Facebook. I think killemallbeardoil.com is also their link. We'll put all that shit on Facebook or whatever. And enter Pain Pod. Let me type it in the comments here. And it's on Facebook. So Pain Pod. And use that as your coupon code. Will get you 10% off.
Oh, yeah.
Your order. So I'm pretty excited for that. Because I do actually use this. I didn't get sent any of this crap. I don't want to say crap. That's probably a bad idea. I didn't get sent any of these products. I actually purchased them. And the newest one I got this one called Immortal. And it smells like, we have a homegirl that works at Bed Bath & Beyond, or no, Bath & Body Works.
Oh, yeah.
And that smells like some shit you would get your girlfriend. So I don't know. It's a little funky putting it on.
It smells like old school Avon.
Yeah. See, like, so it smells kind of fruity. But they have all kinds of different scents. So if you're into the fruity scents, like the vaping crew that we know, oh, gotta smoke Captain Crunch or muffin bread or whatever like that, then that's for you. If you're somebody who likes the outdoor shit, like this is fresh to death. This has got a lemony smell. I don't like it, but I'm using it. It has a lemony kind of disinfectant smell to it.
It smells pretty good though. It smells fresh and clean.
Well, fresh to death,
Oh, yeah.
And then they also have special edition ones. This one's called Mama's Boy. I forgot where the camera was. Mama's Boy. This smells like blueberry muffin bread.
Hell yeah.
They have special deals. They have special promotions. They'll do certain scents for like the holidays. So they have one up there right now for Valentine's Day. They have ones for Christmas. I did have one that was pumpkin spice bread last year. That was like intoxicating. Holy shit. Check this one out. This one, I think this is Marshall. I don't know. I can't pinpoint that one. This one's called Retro.
Smells like some lip balm.
Retro 13. I think this is marshmallow. But I have one that smells like s'more. And if you're someone, hey Rocky, if you're someone rugged like that Sam Neill, and you like cigarettes and you like tobacco, check this one out. This one's leather.
You know what that reminds me of? This is the Westwood Mall in the 90s. You walk in,
yeah, because of that fucking fountain.
Yeah, when you'd walk in, you'd smell the leather, you'd smell the cookies cooking, and then you'd smell somebody get their nails done.
The shellac, the
you'd have
chlorine, and I get it. I totally fucking get that. But they have all different kinds of sets. They got beard oil, beard balm, beard butter, other products. I also have a beard brush here.
Oh yeah.
which has got it was the Jason insignia that sold me on it, obviously. But they have clothing. They have a new little beard thing where you can run it on your face. It's got little prickers or whatever that helps your follicles or whatever work out.
Oh, yeah.
So check them out. Kill 'em All Beard Oil. Look them up on Facebook. Google them. Fuck, and use PainPod as your coupon code. Get 10% off. Hell yeah. Let's see, where are we at? I think it's time for a fucking commercial. Let's start with a new commercial that I just put together for Tactical Trash Out. So give me a second. Hell yeah, and I just did that shit today. I did that in a matter of 5 minutes. So shout out Tactical Trash Out. I think they're currently servicing Napoleon. So for a while, I was like, fuck that guy. He's not cutting my lawn anymore. I don't need any help for that. But he is getting rid of all your clutter and all your junk and all that bullshit. So hit up Tactical Trash Out on Facebook. You can find him on Google. And shit, tell him the podcast of Pain sent you. Hook us up. Yeah, he's veteran owned, veteran operated. Veterans get a discount, so check him out. His wife actually just made her triumphant return to the post office.
Person.
It was cool as shit because like she showed up Saturday, and I went up to her, shook her hand, like, "Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Darius. Welcome to the post office.
No.
If any of the old timers give you shit, you let them know. I'm your homie. Come talk to me. I'll hook you up. It doesn't get better. A lot of us old folks fucking tells the newbies that it gets better. It really doesn't." But no, she got onto a new route that is mostly mounted because her foot's still fucked up because of that rabid dog that chewed her toes off or whatever. So it's cool. It's cool seeing her back. It's I felt bad because like everybody was giving her shit as soon as she walked in the door.
You put up missing person signs and shit, didn't you?
Yep. I did, and management didn't like it too much. See, this is going into some shit I was talking about earlier. People don't like my fucking humor. People don't like my humor, and I get it. And I try not to I don't wake up and I don't point at victims to, go and fuck with. I don't fuck with people. I like to stay by myself. The sign out in front of my house that says "Go away" says I'm not a fucking people person. But it's people that usually fuck with me. And then, I get chastised or I get fucking bitched at or I get, whatever. I get the end result. Oh, another thing I had in my hands. I don't remember what the fuck it is. It was another example how I get fucked with doing absolutely nothing. I wonder if it's in here. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. No, anyway. I had a notice from the city put on my door because apparently they didn't like where my trash can was.
I wonder who snitched on you about that one, Dave.
I have snitches in my life? No. That's why I keep my circle fucking small. Fuck Vlad. I'm going to go ahead and throw that out there. And I'm going to say fuck Dave because I know Dave called the city on me and had some asshole come up to my house at like 8:30 in the fucking morning. So that must have been the highlight of his fucking day. The notice said that they didn't want trash cans out in plain view. So when you leave here, I want you to look up and down the street and see how many trash cans you can spot just from my fucking house.
I'm going to pull Dave's trash can to the curb.
I think that's why he built that special fucking career fence that he did.
Special trash can fence?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't there for. Now you said that, I didn't realize that wasn't there like when I first started coming over here.
I just don't understand. Like, I keep to myself for a fucking reason. I have a phrase that I keep in the back of my head. Whenever anybody else has drama or dumb shit, Not my monkeys, not my circus. I don't involve myself in other people's bullshit. But just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in.
Mike actually has a pretty funny trash can story. He had a homeless man steal his trash can.
Steal it?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have anybody stealing my trash can. I have some fucking nosy dipshit. This is what I have in my life. I have a bunch of nosy fucking people that fuck with me for no goddamn reason. Like, I can make a list of nosy people that decide, hey, we're going to fuck with this guy, and then we're going to get pissed when he does dumb shit to us. You know, I cussed him out, and I got a motherfucker on my list now that I'm going to take his eye. I'm going to fucking take his fucking eye. I don't give a shit.
They drew first blood.
It's, yeah, first blood like a motherfucker. I let it go.
You go fucking Rambo.
And then I let it go, and then I let it go some more. And now it exasperated itself, got to a bad fucking situation or whatever. I'm taking an eye. If I go down for some dumb shit, and this is some dumb shit, I'm taking a fucking eye. So I hope you get used to wearing a monocle, motherfucker, because I'm taking your eye. That's all there is to it. I don't condone just like randomly fucking with people. I don't randomly fuck with people. Anybody that I don't like, they perpetrated that on themselves. Never once have. Well, okay. Wait. I want to make sure I don't misquote myself.
There's a few people that, yeah, I don't like that person just from looking at them.
But, you know, I keep a good rapport with everybody.
Yeah.
You know,
you're going to say shit to them until they say some shit to you.
Ethan.
Okay, yeah.
Patrick Gibbet. Well, you know what? It took me some time to get used to Patrick.
Yeah.
You know, I understand him. He's going through some shit. Shout out Patrick. I'd like to have him on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Or, you know, at least get together and have a drink with him or whatever. I look at him differently than I did when we worked together.
Yeah, for sure.
He was an annoying motherfucker. I didn't ask him, like, why are you this way? You know, I just, you know. But most of the time, if someone has a problem with me, if I say something like, fuck you, or if I say I hate you, and I've said I hate you to a lot of fucking people, I guarantee you deserved it. Whatever you perpetrated on me, you brought on yourself, straight up. I don't wake up. I wake up like, all right, today I'm going to go to work, and I'm going to do my job, and I'm going to come home, and I'm going to sit. I don't go out and just start fucking with people. I don't add people on Facebook and try and get under their skin, try and start talking shit. I keep to myself. I really fucking do. Like, look at all the shit that I do outside of work. I go to concerts. I go to Comic-Con. I go to wrestling shows. And 9 times out of 10, I'll do that shit by myself because nobody's interested, which is fine. But I'm just saying that I don't fucking go around looking for people to fuck with because I'm unhappy with myself or my life or whatever. I'll tell you the whole fucking story off the topic. And like I said, we're going to talk about females and double standards on the Patreon. Patreon.com, search up the podcast of pain, and $1 will get you into the extra shit.
Oh, yeah.
And the next, so when are we going to do that next?
We can do it Wednesday if you want to.
We can do it Wednesday. I think, yeah, we can do it Wednesday. Right. And it's only going to take like half an hour.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, I want to make that, because like I said, we got 3 Patreons now. I don't want them fucking paying us $5 a month for nothing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I hate doing the whole drunken rants because that's getting kind of boring. So we're going to make topics for that. And I know anybody that, I'm still looking at Kevin's comment about China playing She-Hulk.
That's like staring you in your face.
It was really weird watching her take a fucking cum shot.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, guys. What happened? It happened. It was better than watching, you remember the diva Sunny?
No, I don't.
She was big in like 94, 95.
I probably know who it was if I seen her.
Her real name's Tammy Sitch. And, oh, man. Okay, so back in the day, I went to Comic-Con in Chicago, and I met this chick. Let's see. Tammy Sitch. Okay?
Okay.
That's kind of what she sort of looked like. She looked more like this when I met her in Chicago. But she looks like this now. Let's see if I can find a better picture of her now.
She do meth or something?
She's an alcoholic.
Well, I'll do it to you too.
Well, I mean, she's got a lot of DUIs and shit like that. She's got a really fucked up past, right? Anyway, this most recent time she got arrested, she actually killed somebody.
No shit.
Yeah. She actually killed some fucking buddy. So I'm waiting for her to get locked up. But she's been doing porn. She's been doing OnlyFans. Like she'll do a situation where fans can get in bed with her and take pictures with her and shit. Like, yeah. And she's got like she did this porn called Sunny Days, I think. Where like she looks really fucking horrid right there. But yeah. She did this fucking porn called Sunny Days, and I'm just like, back in the day, like, every wrestling fan is like, hell, fucking yeah. And then you're watching it, and you're just like, you don't. All right, now that I've seen it, I don't care anymore. Whatever. But I don't know where I was going with that. Whatever, doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I was talking about Kevin's comment about China playing.
Oh yeah.
I liked watching China do She-Hulk porn rather than I like watching Sunny do just regular porn. It was heartbreaking. Man, what else do we got going on?
Blood Bash. I'm gonna be at Blood Bash.
Oh, Blood Bash, the Jackson Comic-Con.
Yep. It's
gonna be at the what's it called? The Commonwealth?
Yeah, Commonwealth Building.
Commonwealth Building here in Jackson, Michigan on West Washington, or is that Francis?
I believe it's Francis.
All right. Well, that's another thing too. Let's go and shine some light on Blood Bash.
Right, a lot of local vendors there.
No, a lot of fucking dope artists.
Oh, yeah.
So my homie Andy Lockwood's going to be there. He's going to be selling his books and stuff. My homie Jay Brandt is going to be there. Let me give you guys a little taste of what he does. Let me pull up the camera again. My StreamYard. This is the kind of stuff that he perpetrates. The big heads, the no eyes. What else? He's done so much shit that I've done. You can see on the wall this Ninja Turtle one right here. He did that. That's all I have up right now. What the fuck? I have more from him. Hold on. He did this Edward Scissorhands. He did. Yeah. There we go. Ninja Turtles galore, motherfucker. He did this Ninja Turtle piece for me. He did this Ninja Turtle piece for me. I believe these are both on canvas. He did an Art the Clown piece for me, which I had autographed by Damian Leone, as well as David Howard Thornton. Jay currently resides in Adrian, Michigan. This is where Mark is, too. Mark. I fucking hate that guy. Well, yeah, Blood Bash. What's the date? Do you remember?
11th.
Okay. Just the 11th?
Yep. Or no, it's I believe they have a little
Blood.
It's a horror movie.
Oh yeah, they have like
a Friday. Yeah, they do it Saturday also.
All right, so February the 11th and I believe February the 12th. Oh no, Saturday is the 11th. So it's got to be Friday the 10th.
Yep.
All right, at the Commonwealth Commerce Center in Jackson, Michigan. Check it out. There's going to be a lot of local artists, a lot of local vendors, a lot of local writers. A lot of really good shit out there that I've seen so far. So if you're in the area, February 10th and 11th, check them out.
I will be there.
Much love. I'm going to be there too.
Oh yeah.
I probably won't spend a whole lot of money. I love seeing my.
There's a couple of vendors I like to visit when I go in there, so I will be spending some money on there.
Heads Up Studio, definitely. He's done a lot of decals for me, a lot of posters. He did decals of the girls that I had in the car.
Oh yeah.
He's a good dude, man. So definitely check him out. Andy Lockwood. He's done a lot of books. I'm sorry, it's alcohol. He's got a couple of books. I've read 2 of them so far. I'm still in the middle. I don't read anymore. It's fucking irritating. I don't have time. But Blood Bash, man. Commerce, the Commonwealth Commerce Center in Jackson, Michigan. So check them out. I'm gonna keep gushing about Astronomicon because I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
All right. So Astronomicon, and I'm gonna try and get Mike on the next time we do a show. I want to go over the guest list. So they've started doing photo ops. They have Kevin Smith with Jason Mewes. So that's Jay and Silent Bob. What the fuck was? Oh, that was you. Kevin Smith and his daughter Harley Quinn Smith. They have Kevin Smith, Jason Mewes, and Jason Lee. They have another photo op where it's Jason Lee, Kevin Smith, Jason Mewes, Ethan Suplee, and Brian O'Halloran, who are from Mallrats. So they just added, that was the final two guests that they announced were some asshole from Gwar. Sorry, because I don't follow Gwar.
I couldn't tell you any of their names.
But then they also added Jason Lee. So if you guys have if you guys don't know who Jason Lee is, he was in Mallrats. He was in Everybody Loves Earl.
My name's Earl.
My Name is Earl.
Yeah.
He was in Big Trouble with Tim Allen and a bunch of other fucking people. Probably, if you have kids, he's most notable as David Seville from the Alvin Chipmunk films.
Yeah, my boys would freak out.
They also have another fucking photo op for these cats. Yeah, you can't see it. Two guys in Killer Clowns from Outer Space outfits, dude.
I still can't wait for that game to come out.
I know, we're gonna talk about that too. Quinn Lord, who played Sam from Trick or Treat, he's gonna be in costume doing pictures. I need to go to the website so I can get the full guest list really quick. Sorry. But Jason Lee, Kevin Smith, Jason Mewes, Trish Stratus, Doug Bradley, John Lovitz.
Dude, that'd be sick.
He's from SNL. He's from so many different fucking movies like Little Nicky. He was in Jumpin' Jack Flash. My Stepmom's an Alien. Rat Race. Oh, man. So many different things. Brave Little Toaster.
Oh, yeah.
I grew up with that. He played the radio. Hall of Famer Rikishi is going to be there. Jeff Anderson and Brian O'Halloran, who played Dante and Randall and Clerks, are going to be there. Ethan Suplee, he's that big fucking dude that played Tuna and Blow. He played, he was in Remember the Titans. He was in Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher. What'd you say?
He said, My Name's Earl.
My Name is Earl. He was also a character in the Quarry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get my fucking copy of The Quarry signed. Hell yeah. Bonnie Aarons, who plays the nun. She was also in The Conjuring 2 and Annabelle Creation. She's going to be there. Quinn Lord, who played Sam from Trick or Treat. Lothar from Gwar. That's who it is.
Okay.
So check this shit out. Ari Lehman, the guy that played Jason from Part 1, Friday the 13th, is going to be in the house. His band is also, I think it's called First Jason. It's also going to be performing in the area.
That'd be sick.
He's a good dude. I want to actually get a fucking... See, back in the day when I started doing horror cons, I would have to trust somebody with my camera to take a picture.
Yeah.
And it would be misframed like so badly. Like I'm in the frame, but it's like, you know, this much.
At least it wasn't like a fucking disposable camera. You don't know if you got it or not.
So Herod Blank and Mike Martinez, they are the ones that play Rudy and Slim of the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. They're going to be there. ECW legends Sabu and the Sandman are going to be in the house. Michael Berryman, you've seen him in Hills Have Eyes, Devil's Rejects, Weird Science, all kinds of shit. Ming Chen, who is a Jackson resident. I'm going to give him so much shit for being from Jackson and being proud of it. Tom Waltz, he's done The Last Ronin. He was a TMNT writer from IDW Publishing. Is going to be in the house. Ricky Dean Logan from Back to the Future Part 2, as well as Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy's dad's going to be there. James O'Barr, who looks like a complete and total dick. He created The Crow. He's going to be there. Trevor Furman and Austin Zajur, they were both in Clerks 3. You might know Austin Zajur also from Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. He was in The Red Room. Dirk motherfucking Manning is going to be there. He's such a cool guy. If you guys like Tales from the Crypt, if you guys aren't into reading, but you like Tales from the Crypt, go and pick up his stuff, man. Comic book, he's let's see. I can't think of anything. I'm sorry, Dirk. I'm so fucking sorry. I can't. Mystery. He's done. Oh, God. Alcohol sucks right now. I'll make up for it next time. But Dirk Manning's always been a fucking awesome dude. He's got some new shit. He's got 30 Years of Terror he's got coming up. He did Butts and Seats with Tony Schiavone. He's doing the Arn Anderson story. He did Haunted Highons with Twisted. Awesome guy. Bill Morrison, who's synonymous with doing Futurama and Simpson comics, is going to be there, as well as the musical guests. ABK, Blaze Your Dead Homie, Alazuli Lou, Twisted, of course, is going to be there. ECW legend, Michigan, what do you call him? Michigan native.
Oh,
there we go. Michigan native Rhino, Terry Guerin is going to be there only Saturday. He's also synonymous with Monroe Pop Fest. And I forget the goddamn name of his podcast. This is why I shouldn't drink anymore, but I don't give a fuck. Rhino's going to be there. Ryan J. Downey from Knotfest, Loudwire, and MTV News is going to be there. Diffusional Studios, who's an award-winning cosplayer, is going to be there. Boom Docs from MNE, as well as ROC, is going to be there. Dave Santina, the award-winning speed painter, is going to be there. And Jason Moore, who's a comic book artist, inker, who's done stuff like Halloween and Elvira, Gates of Hell. He's going to be there. It's star-studded, man. It's going to be a great time. I'm more excited to see all the homies. So I got my homies. Sorry, I'm all over the fucking place. Like I said, fuck it. I got my homies. They're going to be there. I'm more excited about meeting the people again, seeing the people than I am the celebrities. The girls love going. They're going to get some sketches in their sketchbook. Yada, yada. We'll talk more about that in the next episode. Anything else we need to talk about?
No.
All right. Let's see. 51 minutes in. I think it's time for another goddamn commercial. Let me pull up the thing.
Tell them that the podcast can send you to get 50% off your project. That's 50% off. So now's the perfect time to revamp that played out logo. Make t-shirts for your podcast, or even make a banner for your table at Comic-Con. So hit up Brian Ritson at gmail.com or type in illustration design on Facebook and Instagram. Say the podcast can send you and make your world of pure imagination a reality.
There we go. Okay. I forgot to time the shit better. Anyway. That's never gonna get old. So I'm trying to look up the podcast there we go. Terry and Gary's Low Expectation Podcast. That is another podcast you guys should check out. They are Michigan vendors, Michigan natives. Gary does the Monroe Pop Fest that we were invited to last year, but we didn't go because we didn't have money and we didn't have time to go. So that was disappointing.
Last year was a sad year.
Yeah, dude. Adulting's just a fucking pain in the ass.
Hell yeah.
And they lost. Gary and Don and their family just lost a little girl named Emma.
Oh man.
So shout out to them. Many thoughts and prayers and hugs and stuff like that, dude. I can't imagine. That kind of shit really fucks me up, and it's not something I want to talk about, but I want to give you guys props and I want to shout it out and give you guys hugs and stuff like that. So you and your family are doing pretty good. As good as can be expected. I think they lost her mom last year as well.
Oh shit, dude.
It's going around, man. It's really hard to fucking talk about this shit, but I want to shine the light on it because those people are missed and they're loved and they're appreciated, and they it's like it's not little kids, man, especially little kids really fucks me up. Being a parent, this shit. Yeah. It's really hard to read those fucking stories when little ones they're innocent, man. They don't deserve that bullshit.
Oh, yeah. It hits you different once you become a parent.
That's the kind of shit that really fucks with me about religion. And that's another fucking pod that's going to be on Patreon and shit like that because we're not going to do religion and politics and shit on this.
Oh, no.
But that's the kind of shit that I've always questioned about religion, and I'm going to leave it at that, So shout out to Gary and Don and his family. I hope you guys are doing okay. On to better, more positive stuff. You done with video games?
Yeah. Yep.
Movies coming out? Or anything you're excited for? Scream 6? Have you seen the trailer for Scream 6?
It doesn't look too bad.
All right, so Scream 6. What do you got? What do you think about, like, who do you think the killer is going to be? I feel like it's going to be somebody that's connected from day one to current day.
Yeah.
The only one that's still left, spoiler alert, if you fuckers haven't watched Scream, the last one, you have Sidney Prescott, who, as of now, has still not joined the cast. You have Gale Weathers, and that's it. Then you have the survivors from this last one. You have Homegirl and her sister, Jenna Ortega, who are, and then I guess there was 2 other survivors from that movie. And then Hayden Panettiere is coming back as Kirby. What do you think? I mean, what do you think? What would satisfy you? Like, who would be the killer where you would walk away like, okay, that was a good ending? Like, it doesn't even matter like how the movie ends. If that person was the killer, it would be like, okay, it makes sense. It's satisfying.
Yeah, happy Sydney.
All right, so that's what I've been talking about for like the longest time. Like, everybody was pissed off about Neve Campbell not returning, and there was like a big money thing. But like I said, I'm a wrestling fan, so anytime I hear a story on TV, I'm looking for the fucking swerve.
Oh yeah.
You know, so they say, oh, Neve Campbell's not coming back as Sydney, blah blah blah. Well, she's gonna come back as the killer. It's somebody that's connected to all this shit from the very beginning, and that's going to be the same person that ends it. So Sydney is still on my radar. I'm not, just because Hollywood and Facebook and the majority says, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't buy into it until I see the movie.
No.
What do you think about Stu Macher? Or I see his face. He played Shaggy.
Oh. Didn't he die? Did he die in the first one?
That's sketchy.
Yeah,
it's sketchy.
Show him dead. Matthew Lillard.
Yeah. It's sketchy though. He gets the TV dropped on his head, but there's all these skeptical theories thinking that he's not.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a pot because, like, all right. So I did some reading, and this is old news, but originally in Scream 3, they wanted Matthew Lillard to come back as like a cult leader. And this was around the time that the whole Columbine thing happened.
Oh.
So they're like, oh, eggshells, right? Yeah. And they squashed it. I know that he's got a niece or a nephew in this most recent one. And is that you?
That's my dad.
Okay. I was about to say, what the fuck? You're just sitting right here. That's kind of creepy. Hello, Sydney. I'm already in the house. All right. But yeah, there's all this speculation that he didn't really die, and that they're gonna follow through with this fucking cult thing. And I mean, from what I gather from the trailer, I see more than one Ghostface around. There's never, I think Ghostface calls Gale Weathers on the phone, which is the first time that's ever happened in the Scream series, and he says, "There's never been one like me before." So there's been a female killer. There's been a male killer. There's been 2 killers. There's never been a cult of killers. There's no. I hope they don't push this fucking transgender thing.
The thing is, like, this one, I watched a trailer for it. He used to walk around with a shotgun and shit, which I don't think you ever see him do that in the other ones. He's always like up close, like with a knife or something. And this one, he's like in a party store, like blowing people away with a shotgun.
They do have guns in Scream, but it's at a certain juncture in the movie.
Yeah.
It wasn't until the end of 1 that the gun comes out.
Yeah. They shoot each other in the stomach or whatever.
The rest of the ones are kind of sketchy, but it was towards the end. And when they always had like dual killers, it would be one main one that would be perpetrating, and there would be one lackey.
Yeah.
So it could go in any direction. I'm confident. I'm hopeful that Neve Campbell shows up. That's my only expectation, really. I don't know what exactly is going to make me happy as far as ending this whole thing. And I do hope this is the end of this thing. Me and the girl started watching the MTV series Scream. I haven't gotten that far.
I haven't watched that yet.
I haven't gotten that far to make an assumption or make a
now, is this going to be connected to that?
As far as I can tell, no.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a different town altogether. But I'm I really don't want to go to the theater and see this because every time I do, I'm disappointed.
I probably still will.
Like Terrifier 2 was really it wasn't disappointing.
Mhm.
It was gory as fuck. But the story took like a supernatural turn. And they have officially announced that they are doing Terrifier 2. No, oh, sorry. Terrifier 3. Whoops. Like I said, alcohol's bad. They are doing Terrifier 3. I really don't want to go into like an origin story.
Yeah.
Because it seems like when they start doing that, that's when shit gets fucked up.
That's
like,
what I say about it. Not everybody needs an origin story to show why they're bad.
Like Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Friday the 13th. Every time they start touching on their fucking past and how their childhood was,
try to make them feel bad for them.
Yeah, you start they start becoming the victim. You know what I mean? Like Michael Myers with the Rob. That's why people didn't like the Rob Zombie ones because like, oh, he's got an abusive home. His mom's a stripper. Blah blah blah. I don't think it was bad at all because of that. I think Sherry Moon Zombie and all the same fucking people that have been in Rob Zombie movies kind of irritated me to that effect. But you know, yeah, you don't always need an origin story.
No.
I hope they just keep the violence going. I don't need shit explained for Art the Clown. You know, I get off on his mannerisms. You know, I like just seeing the story develop and shit like this.
Yeah.
This last one was really violent. The girls straight up said they don't want to fucking watch it. They have no interest at all in watching that movie. Yeah, so I'm hoping this does it justice. There were some Scream movies in the middle that just really irritated me. It took me a long time to watch 3.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've watched 4 all the way through.
I don't think I have.
That's the one with Emma Roberts, Sydney's cousin. Like
okay.
I always hated those movies where like some relative pops up.
See, I've watched 1, 2, and 3, and I watched the new one.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've watched the Emma Roberts one. That was actually filmed in Michigan.
Oh, was it?
Part 4?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that was fuck, I can't think. Alcohol. So if you're going to Ann Arbor, there's a small town between here and Ann Arbor, and I can't think of it. Doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck. But it was filmed in Michigan, mostly in Michigan. So I'm hoping that does it justice. What do you think of this Mia Goth chick?
I don't know who the hell that is.
All right, so there's this new movie that's been blowing up on my radar, and let me see what it's called. Mia Goth, but it's got this chick, Infinity Pool.
Oh, okay.
I saw the trailer. I'm not super impressed. This bitch looks like Charlize Theron playing Eileen Wuornos. She doesn't have any fucking eyebrows. She literally looks like Eileen Wuornos in the movie Monster.
The hell?
Yeah. So I mean, people are regarding her as like the new big thing in horror or like suspense drama or whatever like that. I'm not impressed with her. I have no intention of watching this movie, Infinity Pool. I think a lot of the new suspense thrillers like Barbarian, they're not, you know, they have some weird fucked up twist to them that isn't really fulfilling. Personally.
The thing is, there's like nothing new to it. Like they're gonna have to like up their game if they want to like impress people nowadays because everybody's seen everything already.
Let's see here. What else do we got going on? Nothing. Like I said, PlayStation 5.
Oh, yeah.
I'm closer to meeting that.
Still waiting for Skull and Bones to come out. They push it back one more time. It's gonna give up.
It's like you said, you know, if they delay game, it's probably a good thing.
Yeah, but you don't want another like Grand Theft Auto 6 thing where your car is glitching through your garage.
Yeah. I know they started announcing little things about the next Far Cry. They said they're gonna revitalize the whole formula and all that bullshit.
Like you said, it's just like them slapping another skin over top of another.
I'm hoping that they change it. I'm hoping that now they decide to change it. Last time I didn't want to buy the game. It was all because of Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah.
He's a fucking terrifying guy to watch.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? He plays a really good villain. I'd like to go back and watch some of his other stuff because I think there was a Gangster of Brooklyn or something he told me about that I should watch because I always like to ask these people like different what do you hear? What do you say? I always like to ask these actors if I meet them at Comic-Con, I'm like, all right, everybody knows the Jay and Silent Bob movies. Everybody knows about The Sopranos. Everybody knows about Scream.
Oh,
What movie from your catalog would you recommend to somebody who isn't super familiar with you? This is something I asked to Wallace Shawn, who played Vizzini, because everybody and their mom fucking knows him as Vizzini from Princess Bride.
Yeah.
Like, tell me a movie that you know that you don't think gets enough press. You know, and he told me My Dinner with Andre. I still haven't watched it because it's one of those movies that you have to be. I have to be in a mood to watch it. Movie. This is one of those movies that seems like it's really wordy. Nothing happens. It's like more of an artistic type of thing.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, I want to watch it because I've seen clips from it, but you know, I just haven't gotten around to watching it. Haven't been in the mood. But yeah, I'd like to see more shit like that. So yeah. Kid movies? Are there anything with your kids you're like interested in getting ready to watch?
I'm more excited for that Mario movie to come out than my boys are, I think.
All right. What do you think of Chris Pratt playing Mario? Or did I say Platt or Pratt? Pratt?
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Alcohol.
I think it's fine. I mean, they can do enough with his voice with like the mixture and stuff to
Hold on a second.
get it going. So
hold on a second. Dexter. What about Dexter? See, the escape pod's way better at this shit than I am. I think they have their homegirl Luna Girl, who they have dubbed the Queen of the Blue Wrench, so she can feed through like on StreamYard. They have all these fucking bots that throw porn links and shit up, you know.
So she's sitting there blocking them off.
Yeah, so blocking them, making sure everybody's like copacetic and all that cool shit. Yeah. I'm telling you, dude, city close to. Oh no, it's not Dexter. It's not. All right, now you're gonna make me fucking look. All right, so maps. Continue. I'm sorry, guys. Ann Arbor. It's like one of those exits towards Ann Arbor. Now I'm gonna have to zoom in on the map. Plymouth. I think it may be at Plymouth.
Oh, okay.
Not Saline. I think it's Plymouth, Michigan. I think it's Plymouth. I believe it's Plymouth, Michigan. So we're gonna go with that. Plymouth, Michigan is where they filmed Scream 4 in part.
Oh, okay.
All right. I was like, God damn, you guys can't fuck with me and ask me questions while I'm drinking, man. We got, we're like an hour plus in and we haven't even fucking started talking about the topic. We might not even get to the topic. Fuck it. But that's another thing that I love about the Escape Pod. You should check out the Escape Pod.
I'm going to. When I get a second.
So every Wednesday, you guys go to youtube.com, search up ATSW the Escape Pod. This is a shameless plug. You got Big Lovin', you got Brady Lovin'. That's the same guy. Sorry. Don Wendell and Dragon Buddy. They talk all things geek, and they usually do this kind of shit. They do this kind of shit where they talk and talk and talk before they actually get to the fucking topic. And it's the banter that they have back and forth that really gets me enthralled in watching the show. And that's what makes it that's what makes it a winner. And that's what I kind of wanted to model this show off of. We might not get to Mortal Kombat today. Who knows? But no, it's Dexter. Or not. Fuck, you fucked me all up. God damn it. It's Plymouth. It's Plymouth, Michigan. That's what it is. Look it up on IMDb. They'll tell you all about it. Anyway.
Oh, I'm good.
You didn't like it.
Huh?
You didn't like them.
No, it's not like them. They're just like,
Salty.
I gotta go to the store and like buy like those like Cajun chips and they're the same thing. I was disappointed.
Oh, so you're saying that ladies taste like Cajun?
Maybe.
Maybe the ones that you mess with?
Maybe.
The ones you track down on OnlyFans? Well, these just taste like regular fucking chips. I'm disappointed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you go to Subway and get some chips that taste the same way.
You know what? These actually taste better than the fucking sour cream and Parmesan garlic ones that I get from Polly's. It really pisses me off. I was really expecting like a sour.
You said those were pretty pricey, weren't they?
$34.
Jesus Christ.
Not my money. I'll go fuck.
I've been pissed when I bought those.
Man, whatever. Eating them with gusto. Doctor's probably going to tell me my sodium's too high. I'm like, well, I had some good fucking chips. Anyway. I don't know what else to talk about. Do we have anything else?
No.
Movies, TV shows, anything you want to mention?
I don't know. It's a topic up now.
So I went to this strip club in Jackson. They just opened up. And
Which
it's
one?
strictly midgets.
Are you serious? I didn't hear about that.
No, fuck.
Hey. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that was like a thing. Like everybody be hearing about it, making jokes about it. But it is Jackson.
Oh shit! No, back in the day, when I was delivering pizza for Marco's, there was a little person on stage. I don't remember what her name was, but she was the one that ordered this fucking steak and cheese salad. And it aggravated me too, because I like sat at the table, like I asked the bartender, like, "Here, I'm here to drop off a sub."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, she'll be here in a minute. And I'm trying not to look around because Dr. Don's at the time was the gross. Yeah. That was the gross place to be at. But here I am sitting here waiting, staring at the wall. You know how like bars have like the walls of liquor or whatever like that. Yeah. And there was like I don't want to say there was a funk in the air, but like, just something didn't.
I thought it smelled cabbage.
If you go to somebody's, like, even as a mail carrier, man, you go up to somebody's porch and I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. I don't know if they did tip or not. Like, if you're a pizza guy and you go to a titty bar, it's the titty bar that is the tip. Anyway, yeah, I don't remember much about it. I went in there 2 or 3 times, but only as on the job. I was never a vendor. House of Funk. Yeah. So my homegirl Hannah that I worked with since way back in high school, she said her uncle or somebody of her relation said they went in there once and the girl smelled like dirty butt. I don't think that place is still in operation, honestly.
Which was
Dr. Don's.
Oh no, that's
Is that where they
Tilted.
put the? That's where they put Tilted?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never been to Tilted either. I imagine it was short. All right. Fuck, it's already almost 8 o'clock, so we gotta get to this fucking topic.
Oh yeah.
All right. Mortal Kombat came out in 1992. Midway Games.
Hell yeah.
So Ed Boon and John Tobias wanted to make a game, and well, I think it was one, not the other. I think Ed Boon was the boss and John Tobias was the guy who was bringing the idea. They wanted to make a game with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, they wanted to be a Jean-Claude Van Damme video game. For it.
And Ed Boon was like, yeah, that sounds fucking dumb as hell.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't know exactly what the idea. And I did some digging, and the idea is kind of wishy-washy. Either way, they wanted Jean-Claude Van Damme involved. The deal fell through. They got together with Richard DeVizio and Daniel Pacina, who are better known as Johnny Cage and Kano. They played many different characters throughout the series. They got together and they made a demo. I think it was only 4 people that got together and did it. Let me see my notes. They basically wanted to rival Street Fighter because I think that was the only big fighting game.
Just launched, and that's what gave them the green light to say, let's make this game.
Yeah, that was like the big thing in arcades that gave them, this is what we want it to be. They had digitized fighters. I remember that they didn't even use green screen. So they basically had a brick wall and this is what I used to do with Photoshop. So if I had a background, if I had a subject, let's say I was making a poster with Twisted and I wanted to eliminate the background, I would have to painstakingly, really meticulously erase the background around them. And that's kind of what they did with this.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have the technology back in the day. And so they did it. They made it. and it came out in October 92, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was a very Bruce Lee-ish. What was that movie with Jean-Claude?
It was a Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
Yeah.
Where it was a tournament of fighters, basically, and you had to finish your opponents and all that
Yeah.
shit like that. They wanted that too. They wanted finishing moves to finish your opponent off.
Oh yeah.
And that's where the fatality shit came in. They were salty about the whole Jean-Claude Van Damme thing. They modeled Johnny Cage after Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
The whole splits. They're like, well, why don't we just punch the guy in the nuts? You know, we're still salty about that deal that fell through or whatever. You know, so that's where Johnny Cage came from. I think on the next episode of Mortal Kombat tidbits that we're gonna do, I want to go over origin stories for these characters because
each one of them has one.
P-Rez from the post office. Shout out P-Rez. He probably hasn't watched it or listened to the show either.
He's probably too busy playing Doom.
He's not playing Doom. He's playing the God of War, Dark, Deep, Dead Space, whatever the fuck they just really re-released or whatever. He's always telling me. But no, he was telling me the origin story of Kung Lao was Odd Job in 007 because of the hat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But if you're in tune to the 80s like I am, Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, that was
Raiden. I mean, that was Raiden. That was Shang Tsung.
Yeah.
All the way. Good shit. When were you born? I don't remember.
I was born in 90.
Okay, so you don't remember playing it then.
No, but I remember watching my dad beat the shit out of people in the arcade playing it.
What were your first initial reactions to that?
To what? The
Mortal Kombat 1.
I didn't play it myself until I was a bit older. I think I played it on the Sega. Or I played it just for fun also. But
that dates us. That makes us old. They don't have they have an arcade, but it's not an arcade.
No, if you're getting tickets, it's not arcade, man. But yeah. I remember that was probably my first like gory video game I played.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the reading that I did, that was the game that started the whole rating system, like the ESRB, like so the MATM or TVMA or whatever the fuck. That's what started it.
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat. It really wasn't that bad. It was probably the first game that I had featured blood. I didn't play it right away in arcades.
Yeah. That's where I first remember it.
This is another story I have to share too. I played it on the Super Nintendo. I mentioned this before because my sister and my mom were infamous for just snatching the game out of the system. Because Super Nintendo had that eject button.
Yeah.
They would just snatch the game
out.
Yeah. So there was a connector or something that got fucked up, and I couldn't play like some of the normal games. I couldn't play them normally. So Mario Kart, I couldn't play. Like you could play, but you couldn't go in the water. You couldn't go in the dirt. You couldn't screech on the fucking asphalt. Otherwise, the game would freeze.
Really? On your 64?
No, this was Super Nintendo.
Oh, Super Nintendo?
This was in 92, 93.
You'd be all careful while you're playing.
Yeah. So there were certain games that I just could not play because of this situation. I didn't have a Sega, so I couldn't enjoy Mortal Kombat until I got a Sega. Anyway, so let's see. Tasmania was one of them. I think there were a couple of games that I could not play because it would freeze up because of this broken tooth. We even sent it to Nintendo Bob.
Nintendo Bob.
Shout out Nintendo Bob. You fucking. Is he even around still? That's a story for off the air, dude. I don't even want to tell you.
Oh no.
Let's see. But yeah, we took it to Nintendo Bob's, got it fixed. It still didn't work. It was brand new, So there was something else wrong with it. Anyway, I couldn't play these games until I think I bought a re-release of the Nintendo. And I think it was probably like $50 at Target, something. Anyway, I moved on to Sega and played it. Got the blood code. All that shit. Mortal Kombat. The fatalities, man. That was something else. So like Scorpion would set your opponent on fire. Sub-Zero would grab him by the head and rip his fucking head out of his, you know, the spine still attached. Johnny Cage would knock the goddamn head off. Sonya Blade, I think, would set her opponent on fire with you know, whatever. Liu Kang, I think
He did the bicycle kick.
I think he kicked through their stomach.
Yeah, something
for
like
the first one. Raiden would electrocute their opponent, his opponent, and the head would pop off. Kano would rip the heart out.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all the characters? I think that's all the characters.
Sonya.
Yeah, Sonya would do the fucking. She would do like a kiss or whatever, and that would fucking set them on fire. So that was pretty revolutionary.
Mm-hmm.
Because they weren't doing that shit with Street Fighter.
No,
it was very. Street Fighter didn't have finishing moves. The only game that I would compare Mortal Kombat to was, you ever play Pit Fighter?
Oh yeah,
because that was the game previous. I think Pit Fighter came out in '90, and that was the digitized fighters.
Yeah, but you didn't get a game like Mortal Kombat until what's it called Killer Instinct came out.
90, 92, 93.
Was that?
I think Killer Instinct was like the answer to Mortal Kombat.
Killer Instinct, I thought came out with the 64.
Because you had Street Fighter, which was Sega originally.
Yeah. Mortal
Kombat was the answer to Street Fighter, and then I think Killer Instinct was the Nintendo version of their answer to Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
So it was still, they had fatalities on Killer Instinct and stuff.
Which I love Killer Instinct.
I never got into
it.
I mean, you know, because like, you know, it's like, all right, I love Pepsi, so now your friend's gonna buy you a Coke and bring it over. So Coke, Diet Coke, Cherry Coke.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I never got into Killer Instinct.
See, I always been a Killer Instinct and Tekken guy. Those were my fighting games.
We're gonna talk about that too, because we have a fighting game. Like I said, the calendar's fucked as of now. Because I'll reconfigure that shit for a 2-week thing. But yeah, Killer Instinct I played for a short period of time. I felt it was just like a great value version of Mortal Kombat. They had a reptile version, they had a Sonya version. Who was the boxer? TK Combo?
For what?
Killer Instinct.
Yeah, it was Combo.
So I remember him being Balrog for Street Fighter.
Oh, okay.
They had Cinder, who was basically Scorpion.
Yeah.
They had Glacius, who was Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I don't know the rest of the characters, but they had finishing moves for this. What was the holographic arcade?
I remember something like that. I can't think of the name of it. It'd shine up from the table.
Magic?
I don't know. I remember though.
I don't remember. See, like Mortal Kombat, if I went to an arcade game, I would always play Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Because after a while, even Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles wasn't in the house. The Simpsons and the Turtles were the only games I remember playing in the arcade.
Oh, yeah?
You
play Generation X?
Steven Tyler. I'm sorry. I remember playing that, but not nearly as bad as I remember playing these other fighting games.
Oh, man. I'd buy that cabinet if I could find it.
Shit, that's gonna have to be a fucking topic too, like arcade games alone. I remember playing TMNT more in Myers than I did in actual arcade, and I almost got into a fucking fist fight. Like
really?
The first fist fight I almost got into with a kid because he called Bebop Rocksteady.
Oh no!
I'm like, I mean, this was early in my Ninja Turtle days. Like now, I'll fuck somebody up over Ninja Turtles.
It was Time Traveler. That's what it was. The holographic. Yeah, it was like it had like a dome. Look right here.
I don't remember that.
I remember it. They had it for a little while just for fun.
Fucking just for fun. That's another thing I'm gonna have to talk to. When we're at Astronomicon, and we're gonna go because you're gonna call in on that Saturday. We're gonna call on that fucking March 3rd, 4th, 5th, Astronomicon, Burton Manor, Livonia, Michigan. You're calling in. We're gonna meet Kevin Smith, man. Podcast Pain is gonna be in the house. I'm not wearing the shirt. I am wearing a Knowledge the MC shirt because Knowledge the MC.
I'm wearing the shirt.
And when we take the picture with Kevin Smith,
Mhm.
we're gonna have to be on the right
Oh,
sides.
definitely.
We're gonna have to be on the right sides. But anyway, I wanted to shout out really quick. April 7th at the shelter in Detroit, Michigan. That's where Eminem became like synonymous or famous or whatever. Michigan Misfits are gonna be there. Knowledge of MC is gonna be there. Blaze and ABK are gonna be there. Insane E is gonna be there, putting on a show. Old school Juggalo classics. I almost want to take you there, but I'd rather take you to Twisted Show. But they're going to be in there doing so April 7th. Check out Detroit, Michigan. The shelter in Detroit, Michigan. April 7th. Blazer Dead Homie. Anybody kill a Knowledge the MC, Insane E, and the Michigan Misfits. Michigan Misfits are going to join us whenever the fuck we end up doing this Juggalo episode. Because they're local. They're local right here in town. Shit. Is it time for another commercial?
I think so.
My Nerdvana, toys and collectibles. Do they have Funkos?
Whether you're just starting your collection or expanding a current toy hoard, My Nerdvana's professionals will hook you up. My Nerdvana Toys and Collectibles. Find them on Facebook.
And that motherfucker, he's got me. That's like another bill collector for me.
Who's that?
Matt
Oh,
from My
Matt.
Nerdvana. All right, because like I mentioned, the Nun from The Nun,
Mm-hmm.
Sam from Trick or Treat, Pinhead from Hellraiser is going to be there. Who else? I think those are 3 figures that I've got him holding on to me from NECA that I'm going to have signed
Oh, really?
at Astronomicon
At
at Burton Manor, March 3rd, 4th, and the 5th in Livonia, Michigan. So make sure you guys get your tickets. So yeah, he's my toy guy. That's where I go. I did tell you that I sold some comics to Cody.
Oh yeah, the Spawn comics
from Cody Lockwood's Loot.
Okay.
His wife Audra is Audra Olivia. She does a lot of art. She's all over the place, man. She's a big deal too. She did that picture of Jason.
Oh yeah,
and then she did the smaller one of Jason. So she'll like go to a swap meets or whatever,
repurpose.
and she'll repurpose like these I guess normal, home-like scenes with horror movie characters or aliens or Loch Ness Monster or whatever like that, robots and stuff like that, robot aliens. She's awesome. She's a doll. But I sold some comics to him to kind of fund my PlayStation 5 fund, because otherwise I'm probably not going to buy one.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to wait till I need $5 and then I'll break out the credit card, because the goddamn credit cards in a bad way right now. Dude, look at that. Look at that. Giancarlo Esposito right behind you.
Oh yeah.
That fucking autograph. You guys, you motherfuckers, if you don't go to Comic-Con, you need to go to Comic-Con and meet some of these fucking people. Get off your ass. Stop playing goddamn Call of Duty. Meet Gus Fring, bitch. Meet motherfucking Bobby Bacala from The Sopranos. You know what I'm saying? This shit doesn't last forever. They're not going to be here forever.
All
Anyway.
those guys from Sopranos are dying off.
I know. It's sad, man. James Gunn. I would seriously cry my fucking eyes out if I got to meet James Gandolfini. I think that's one of the ones.
You probably would be crying your eyes out because you'd be dead.
So, like, my parents and I didn't go out a whole lot. We went to Cedar Point, and that was a really fucked up situation.
Oh yeah.
But we stayed in like Friday nights, Tuesday nights, Sunday nights, whenever The Simpsons or America's Funniest Home Videos or a movie or Roseanne would come on. And that was what our connection was. So like if I ever met Roseanne Barr, and that's on the bucket list, honestly, despite all her fucking whatever her bullshit is, I'd fucking lose my shit. I would seriously break down and start bawling, because like that was a big connection with me
memories.
and my mom had, man. Like she was a godsend. You know what I mean? It irritates me that she got fucking blacklisted because of her joke. Dude, I make fucking more fucked up jokes than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, some black chick looks like a monkey. Motherfucker, that's child's play for Darius. Jesus Christ. I'm shocked. I mean, I'm still shocked I never got sent to HR for anything that I ever fucking sent anybody. But, you know, shit like that. So go the fuck out, man. This shit doesn't happen all the time. You know, Tony Sirico, Michael Imperioli, dude. George Young from the originator of Blow, the guy that fucking did all that fucking Scott Hall. All these fucking people are dead now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's not gonna come around anymore. I got to shake their fucking hands. I'm excited. That's the kind of shit I want my kids to have. I don't give a fuck about what's popular now. That's the kind of shit that I'm gonna leave them. Anyway, where are we going with that? Yeah, go to Comic-Con. 1992 Mortal Kombat Reptile. That was like the first game I ever played with a hidden character. I never got to play
Reptile until number 2.
Legit, I never got to Reptile because you had to do specific things. You had to fight in the pit. I think it had to be double flawless. And I think you had to kill somebody in the pit to get to him.
Yeah.
And it had to be at a specific point, like when the clouds were over the moon.
Yeah, it had to be like the sweet spot.
It's really fucked up, like the way they fuck with people. I think a lot of this shit, like a lot of this hidden shit, like Ermac, they were hidden. They were basically errors.
Yeah.
Like with like programming errors. Like Ermac was an error. It would turn their characters red. They're like Ermac was an error. I forget all the details, but Ermac was a fucking error that happened.
That's another thing on like the older video games, like 64. We didn't have like Google or YouTube to go look up how to beat this shit.
Yeah, we didn't have walkthroughs. We didn't have walkthroughs. We didn't have save spots. We didn't have memory cards. It was like, Jesus, can you imagine playing these arcade games on 1 quarter? How many quarters do you think you wasted on Mortal Kombat? I really don't think I started playing Mortal Kombat in the arcade until Mortal Kombat 2, honestly. But whatever. Did you have any favorite fatalities for Mortal Kombat 1? I mean, that was still pretty early.
Yeah. I think my favorite was Raiden because the dude's head just explodes.
It was the spine, dude. The Sub-Zero spine.
Oh, the spine?
Yeah, down toward down, I think low punch, if I remember correctly. We're going to get into Mortal Kombat 2 really shortly here after this. I don't remember ever beating this game. I didn't really play it until I had a Sega. There was a blood code, down, up, left, A, right, down. I think that was the blood code for Sega. And that dude, see, that's what fucks me up because I went to school my entire life, like for the kindergarten all the way to fucking senior year. And I remember the blood code to a video game.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, how do we remember this weird shit?
Oh man. But that was what stood out. And it was only on Sega too. I think they had a blood code on Super Nintendo, but I want to think it was a Game Genie thing, and it would change the color. I think it would change the color of the blood, like green and yellow, and that was not fulfilling at all. It's whatever. Mortal Kombat 2 came out in 1993.
Oh yeah.
And I think there was a lot of fucking notoriety. There was a lot of crazy shit going on with that. Like we said, Mortal Kombat 1 pretty much introduced us to the rating for video games for the first time ever.
Oh,
so like,
can't have this.
MA or PG-13 or whatever the fuck, you know, that Mortal Kombat was it for us. That started it. And I don't blame them. I don't really blame them, but you know, I didn't fucking shoot up my school because of Mortal Kombat. I shot up my school because kids were dicks. Well, I didn't shoot up my school. You guys can't prove shit. It was funny. So sidebar, when I was in high school, it was right after the Columbine shit. Yeah. I wore a shirt that I got from Gadzooks. Remember Gadzooks? Yeah. It said, "Don't make me kill you."
Oh no.
And there was a student teacher Because I remember I was walking in, I think it was 6th hour, because my English class was in a different building and I had to walk into the school. There was a student teacher that locked eyes, not with me, but with my shirt that said, "Please don't make me kill you." And he was just like that, like,
Really?
I got talked to because my instructor at JCC at the Career Center, it was Commercial Art and Media, Mr. Turner, which is basically, he was like a big hippie that went to Woodstock and never came back.
Oh, yeah.
This stuff I've heard him described before. He was like, "Man, that's not really appropriate." I'm like, you know what? I bought it and the whole thing happened. It wasn't like I planned it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to fucking do? You want me to turn it inside out? I'll turn it inside out. People are going to be looking at me like I'm a fucking weirdo anyway. But yeah, that was fucking crazy shit. Mortal Kombat came out in 1993. This was the first game that introduced stage-specific fatalities like Deadpool.
Yeah.
I believe it was the Pit 2 that had the spikes up in the ceiling.
Yeah.
I believe.
And that's when my favorite character came in, Baraka.
Ooh,
That's my dude.
So he was one of the minions from Outworld.
Yeah.
Okay. This also introduced babalities and friendships. There was a boss. The bosses were Shao Kahn and Kintaro.
Mm-hmm.
The hidden characters were Jade, Noob Saibot, and or Saibot, however you want to pronounce it, and Smoke. Did you ever hear the rumors about nudalities?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I'm gonna shout out my homie John Toman because back in junior high, John Toman was the man. So he had if he would make you a mixtape, he would have a handwritten fucking track list. Like, this is what it is. This is what it is. He introduced me to so much crazy shit. He introduced me to Adam Sandler's comedy. He introduced me to the Jerky Boys.
Okay.
He introduced me to so much grunge music back in the day. So like Stone Temple Pilots, Offspring, I don't know, Alice in Chains, Red Hot Chili Peppers, stuff like that, you know. He was the man. But yeah, John Toman was also pretty versed as well as far as Mortal Kombat goes. And he would have the move sets for fatalities.
Oh, shit.
He would have fatalities, babalities, stage fatalities, friendships, and then nudalities. But they would be like, some of the characters would have question marks. So apparently there was a rumor that Katana and Melina, Sonya, whoever, would like flash the camera or whatever like that. It never came to fruition. It was just a fucking rumor. But he had like certain moves, and this was like strictly for the arcade too. It was really fucked up. But he was the guy that everybody went to if you wanted to know something about it.
Yeah, that's also the one that Jax is introduced on.
Oh, goddamn, I'm on fall.
Jesus Christ.
I'm good. All right. I was trying to reach this notebook. Sorry, dude. I was trying to reach this notebook and it didn't work out for me because it's on the floor. I'm ill prepared. There's not a whole lot of desk space right here. Okay, so you said Jax.
Yeah.
Jax was introduced. He was spoken of. Where you go, man? He was spoken of in the first Mortal Kombat movie, which we'll also talk about. But he was apparently Sonya Blade's right-hand man. What the fuck are my Mortal Kombat notes, dude? It's got to be in this notebook here. Sorry. Alcohol is bad, kids. Don't do it. Teenage suicide. Don't do it. If you know, you know. Oh, fuck it. That's 2 notebooks down. Shit. I'm glad you're playing ball.
Oh, shit.
That really bothers me. I don't know what the fuck happened to my Mortal Kombat notes. Okay, so yeah.
Do it live.
Mortal Kombat notes for Mortal Kombat 2. When we got introduced to Jackson Briggs, Baraka. We could play as Reptile.
Yep.
Okay, we could play as Reptile for the first time. Who else? We
could play as Shang Tsung for the first time.
Shang Tsung, but he was the younger version.
Yeah.
He was the younger version of Shang Tsung. And that's where they went with as far as the movie goes. That's why Kerry Tagawa was the younger version and not the older version like if you were a fan of Big Trouble in Little China,
Yeah.
where it was the older guy and then he turned into a younger guy.
Yeah.
I think. Did he?
I believe so. Like he kind of like shapeshift, kind of.
Okay, he could shapeshift. And Shang Tsung could shift into pretty much any character that was on the roster, which nowadays that was a pain in the ass. You can't do that anymore now.
What's that?
It was like shipped into any of the other characters.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like 30 fucking characters.
Oh yeah.
How you gonna do that?
But Kung Lao also was introduced.
Oh yeah, Kung Lao. He was a descendant. He was an heir, I guess, of Liu Kang.
Yep.
Okay, one of the predecessors of Liu Kang and the Shaolin monks. And he had that cool thing you could do with the hat.
Yeah. He had like the razor blade on it.
Also had Katana and Melina, which a
Yeah.
lot of people that know me know that my daughter's name is Melina. That is not who I named her after. I named her after a wrestler. If you think you know, you don't fucking know. Motherfucker. I need to go ahead and grab these fucking notes because it's starting to piss me off. What else you got to say about Mortal Kombat?
I would say number 2 probably is like the first one I think I own personally. It was for the Sega, I think it was.
Fuck, I wrote all this shit down. Where the fuck are my notes? That aggravates me. The page. Okay. Damn, I ripped out a page. That's fucked up. It's in here somewhere then. God damn. This is why you guys don't drink alcohol on the job or whatever. Here we go.
How do you think Rocky feels every day?
Fuck Rocky. Fuck you, Rocky Chichester, you bitch, you fucking pervert. Here we go. Mortal Kombat 2. Why these got ripped out, I don't know. I don't remember ripping them out. Anyway, we added the addition to Melina, Kitana, Reptile, Kung Lao, Jackson Briggs, Baraka, Shang Tsung, the bosses Kintaro, and Shao Kahn. We were deleted Sonya Blade, Kano, and Piper in where? What the fuck are you talking about? We are also subtracted from Sonya Blade, Kano, and Goro in this edition. So I don't know exactly what happened to Goro. Came on the arcade in 1993, November, I believe. This also added the stage, the Pit 2 and the Deadpool, which were stage specific fatalities you could pull off. You could knock them into the ceiling where they had spikes or whatever like that. That was kind of satisfying.
Oh yeah.
Or an acid bath.
Yeah, that one was way more graphic than the first one.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, it was. Fuck yeah, because like I said, it added the supposed nudalities, friendships, which were lame as hell, and the babalities, which, you know, if you were playing against your friend, I was always trying to decapitate a motherfucker. I wasn't trying to do the friendships. The friendships were semi-entertaining, as were the babalities, but I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it. Anything else on Mortal Kombat 2 you want to mention?
No.
All right. I do want to mention that there were also hidden characters, Jade, Noob Saibot, and Smoke. But I never did any of that bullshit.
No.
I never did any, because like you had to, you know, beat a certain level, certain fight, you know, missing no energy, not using block, and you had to do a double flawless fatality or whatever the fuck it was. And like I said, I have here on the notes character origins, but that's all I have. My favorite fatality that I remember, because my dad, I think it was a guy in Brooklyn I think his name was Mark.
Okay.
I don't remember his name. I think it was K&L Video. If you guys remember, cool. You guys remember. If you don't, you don't. My dad bought a lot of fucking videotapes and Nintendo games from this guy. He had an arcade. My dad would take me. He took me once, and Mark would open up this arcade, and Mortal Kombat 2 was one of the games that he had, right? And he would like just basically open it up and do the whole fucking free play thing, you know. And I wanted to do that fucking Liu Kang fatality where he turned into a Mortal Kombat machine and dropped out of the fucking air and landed on somebody. Or the one where Liu Kang turned into a dragon and bit somebody in half. Those were my favorite fatalities out of that game. But like in the arcade games, man, you always had like 2.5 seconds to pull them off.
You had to pay for the shit.
And you had to, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like nowadays, we spoke on this. Gamers are fucking fucking spoiled.
Yeah, because
they had all that extra fucking time, and you can use like one tap fatalities and shit like that now.
You can mod your controller.
You can mod your shit. It's not as fun. It's just bullshit. But that was like the one that really got my attention was Mortal Kombat 2. Right around that time, I believe, is when Mortal Kombat the movie came out.
Yeah.
1995? I have to fucking flip through all these goddamn notebooks. I have 2 notebooks here. Oh my goddamn shit, that's bills. Fuck you! Sorry. That's my bills too. I could have sworn I fucking wrote all this shit down about the movies too. It's aggravating. It's really fucking aggravating. It was right here. I swear on a piece of paper. I have Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3. Oh shit, we're gonna go through Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 3 is when they introduced Nightwolf.
Dude, that was the first fatality I played. I did pull off in the arcade.
Ooh,
I had friends that popped up from junior high. Hey, what's up, Darius? And I was like, oh, fuck you, I'm busy. It was Nightwolf, and Nightwolf would like reach up to the sky, and there would be like this beam of light that came down over your opponent, and it was basically like you're sacrificing him.
Oh, no.
Like there goes your soul, there goes your body, blah blah blah. I pulled that off. I was so fucking satisfied with that. Dude, this
had an Ermac.
Fuck a Ermac.
Sector, and then you had Sindel.
All right, give me a second because I'm a pee.
All right.
You can go ahead and talk about MK3. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, that's when you got to actually play as a new Sabat. That's when they gave it to you. Like, I don't think you had to unlock them at that point. And like at that point, they had so many characters to choose from. So is anybody that's watching, do they have any favorite characters or favorite scenes from any of these games?
Captain Howdy's back, fucker. Do you feel in control? That was Royal Rumble talk. If you guys know, you know. If you don't, then fuck you. You're an asshole. It really bothers me because I had all these fucking notes. I wrote them down today, and I just don't know.
You didn't put them on the whiteboard?
No, I wrote them down physically.
That's what I did too.
Okay. Well, fuck it. We'll go as far as we can go with these notes, and then just go from there.
So the bosses on that one, on 3, is Murado, right?
Motaro,
yeah.
Motaro and Shao Kahn.
Yeah, Shao Kahn.
Hidden characters.
Goro showed up.
Goro was still a character in Mortal Kombat 3?
I think he showed up in 3 too.
You think or you know?
I think.
Doesn't sound like you know.
No, it looks like I know, but I think it's usually 3.
Let's see here. I remember having Mortal Kombat 3 for the Sega because in junior high, me and this one kid, Bruce Rockwell, he got me into shoplifting.
Oh no.
I'm going to tell this story as well as I remember it. I'm not going to fucking put it all on him because I perpetrated my own shit. But we started going to the Westwood Mall and we were shoplifting. So we went to Record Town mostly.
Oh no.
And we would just like, he would tell me like, all right, see these little stickers that they have on CDs, put them inside your pocket, not on the outside, and the fucking scanners won't catch them.
Oh, shit.
They won't beep. That was probably one of the most stressful moments of my life, because like the first time I ever did that, you know. But I got some good shit. I got Stone Temple Pilots. What was the second album they had? Purple, I think. I got The Offspring. I got some Nirvana. Pearl Jam, Vitalogy came out around that time. I don't remember. I know I did pick up a couple of video games because they were also selling video games.
Mm-hmm.
You know how the cases always say like, oh, these cases are empty, take them up to the clerk or whatever. They weren't empty.
No.
They weren't empty. So like the big plastic cases.
And that was probably before they put the big chunky thing on there where they had to magnetically take it off, wasn't it?
I don't remember. I just remember that there was that little square sticker that you know, you just said as long as that's inside your pocket, you're good.
Oh no.
And I'm like, it took a couple times to watch him do it before I got comfortable with it. I still was really fucked up. That's probably what fucked my stomach up and got my stomach all in knots and shit nowadays. But he did it. We started doing it, and it became a thing to the point where we almost started selling shit to people.
Oh no.
We eventually got caught. I remember what I had on me too. I had the Beastie Boys, Ill Communication on me. I had we still had Spencer's, so I had a Hooter Inspector card on me. I want to think there was something else that I had on me, but he had all these fucking video games and shit. And then I heard from the fucking plainclothes cop that he was ratting me out. And I'm like, that's so fucked up, you know, because he's the one that fucking told me about all this shit. It was a long process. It was a long mess. I got a lot of really cool shit out of this whole situation. I still have this same shit because of this cool situation, or because of this fucked up situation. I don't condone it. Definitely don't want my kids involved in it. But it happened.
You do dumb shit when you're a kid.
Yeah, you know, I did my restitution and shit. I had to go to a group thing. It was really fucked up. You know, my parents pissed me out so fucking hard. But it was in this time that I got Mortal Kombat 3. That's what we got to mention. That's what we got to get out of this whole situation. I got Mortal Kombat 3 for Sega. After I got done with my punishment or whatever, my mom gave me all my shit back. I went and bought Mortal Kombat 3 for Sega. And that was the first one that I remember having the cheat codes for.
Oh, okay. Because
you could get Smoke. I don't remember if you could get Motaro right away or not. But I know you could get Smoke.
But they gave you Noob Saibot in that one, right?
I don't remember. I really don't remember.
This is where they started adding a bunch of like random ass characters.
Mortal Kombat 3 came out in 95.
Yeah.
April of 95. So that added Cyrax, Sector, Sindel, Striker, Maskless Sub-Zero, Smoke, who I think was a cyborg, Cabal, Nightwolf, Shiva, and Kano.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that was the original one. Noob Saibot was a hidden character. Motaro and Shao Kahn were bosses.
Mm-hmm.
They added the run button, which was kind of fucking funky. You had combat codes like before your fights, so you could like they had like 3 over here, 3 over here, and if you linked them up, they would have like a special effect, kind of like Game Genie, you know. But they would also have animalities. So in addition to babalities, friendships, and fatalities and friendships, they would have animalities where your character would turn into an animal and just eviscerate your opponent. Those were lame as hell. Those were lame as hell. From what I remember, Sindel turned into a spider. I think Liu Kang turned into a dragon.
Yeah.
I don't remember a whole lot of the other. Obviously, Nightwolf turned into a wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, I don't remember a lot of the other ones, but they just weren't satisfying. You had to have special. I think you couldn't hit block, you couldn't hit run to execute these moves. Anyway, so and they had stage fatalities as well. I think they still had the Deadpool. They had Subway, Pit 2, the Forest, Streets, Nether Realm. And then for specific, see, this is where it starts to get fucking funky because you have console specific shit.
Yeah.
They had Kratos' stage. So that means Kratos was a fucking character at some point
Mm-hmm.
in the Mortal Kombat 3 legacy or whatever. It is really fucked up. Shortly after that, they came out with Mortal Kombat or Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3.
That's what I remember playing the most.
1995, and that came out in the arcade. I remember playing that because Scorpion came back.
Yeah.
He had a
completely different.
Yeah.
Him and Sub-Zero both did. They didn't have a mask.
He had a fatality where like he would throw his hands up like this,
Mm-hmm.
and then all like these clones would like morph, and all these fuckers would run up and like beat the fuck out of the opponent. The screen would go black.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's all I remember about that. I don't remember ever owning the game. I don't remember. I just played it a couple of times in the arcade, but that's it.
Oh yeah.
This also brought back Katana, Jade, Reptile. I think the hidden characters were Melina, Ermac, and the classic Sub-Zero. Smoke, you can play Smoke through a code. Like the codes were starting to become rampant. Rain was a thing. Noob Saibot was for the 16-bit. This is where my notes really get fucking funky because like you had the arcade version,
yeah,
and then you had the different variations of the console versions.
Yeah.
Everybody had like their own different thing,
mm-hmm.
and it was hard to keep track of. So yeah, Mortal Kombat 2. Okay, and we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop at Mortal Kombat 3. We're gonna talk briefly about. See, I think this is where, like 2000. Where did I leave off?
Because 4 is when they started doing the bleed out time.
Yeah, they did the bleed out time. They did the weapons.
Chinook.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to fucking go through these notebooks when I'm sober. This is bullshit. Anyway, we're not gonna bore you super long. Did we get all the commercials in? I don't remember.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, good shit. MK Special Forces, I know. PlayStation, MK Advance. That was all fucking dumb. You want to talk about the movies for a second?
Yeah, you can if you want to. I don't remember them all that great.
All right, we're just going to talk about the first movie because we'll pick it up later on. Mortal Kombat, the first movie was off the chain, honestly. Came out in 95. It had Robin Shou as Liu Kang. See, this is the kind of shit that I can do off the tip.
Mm-hmm.
Kerry Hiroyuki Tagawa was Shang Tsung, and he always scared me ever since. I think it was Showdown in Little Tokyo, which had Dolph Lundgren and not Bruce Lee, Brandon Lee.
Yeah.
And he was like a drug lord. And it also had Tatsu from fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a little lackey or whatever. And it was fucked up because like there was this blonde chick, I forget what her name, I think her name was Angel in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But she was like dancing for him, trying to strip for him and like, you know, romance and shit like that. I remember this very, very, very vividly. It was on Skinamax. And my dad was like, change the channel. He's going to kill her.
Oh,
like, you know, I'm like, no. I'm like, no, watch it. You know, this is the first time I ever had my dad like tell me this, like in that way. He didn't want me to watch, you know, this chick get decapitated or whatever. I'm like, no, let's watch it. And, you know, she's rubbing up on him and shit like that. And Kerry Tagawa reaches back for a fucking katana sword that Tatsu gives her. And he ends up fucking cutting her fucking head right off and goes flying and shit like that, you know. They end up finding her body and her head. And her eyes were all fucked up, however that happens with decapitation or whatever. It had Brandon Lee. I think that was the first movie I ever saw Brandon Lee in. It had Dolph Lundgren. And I think that was the second movie I saw Tia Carrere in after Wayne's World. Yeah. So I don't know exactly what the timeline, you know, leads up or whatever.
My favorite part about that movie, if you remember, right?
Oh, you remember it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Dolph Lundgren gets shot like right in the fucking heart, and at the end of it, he's like, "It's just a flush wound," and you can clearly see the bullets like in his heart.
I don't remember that shit at all.
You know,
the only thing, see Dolph Lundgren at that point in time, I know him play He-Man in that bullshit Masters of the Universe, and then I remember him as Ivan Drago. So to see him in a movie unconnected to anything that I knew of.
You watch Kindergarten Cop too?
I think I had that on when I was trying to sleep on Tubi.
Oh,
so like you ever watch Tubi?
Yeah.
All right. So like if you put Tubi on, you put a movie on and just go to sleep, you'll wake up to something related, but completely different. Yeah, that was one of my favorite. I don't want to call it a martial arts movie, but that's where I got to know Kerry Tagawa before Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
So it was synonymous. Robin Shute played Liu Kang. Trevor Goddard, he played Kano.
Mm-hmm.
And see, I'm doing this without notes, so I'm not completely fucking retarded. Sorry. But they originally wrote Kano as I want to think a Japanese American.
Oh, okay.
But because of how Trevor Goddard portrayed him in the movie with the Australian shit, they rewrote him throughout the fucking canon as an Australian, which I think he did a ridiculously good job. I never saw anything else that he did. I want to think that he committed suicide or killed himself or something. Something happened to Trevor Goddard, but I really liked him as Kano.
Mm-hmm.
Sonya Blade was Bridget Wilson, who anybody else, if you don't go the fuck outside, she was in what's the movie with Adam Sandler, Teacher.
Oh, Billy Madison.
Billy Madison. Yeah. She was also in I Know What You Did Last Summer, House on Haunted Hill. I'm trying to think of what else. She was a pretty badass Sonya Blade, in my opinion. I think I had a crush on her for a really long time. She did all her own stunts in that movie. And then she just kind of sort of disappeared after that, honestly. Lyndon Ashby, I think he was in, there's a cowboy movie. What the fuck was it called? Wyatt Earp.
Oh, okay.
I think he played a cowboy in Wyatt Earp, and that's the only other thing I had seen him in. Raiden was played by the guy from... God damn it. What's that Immortal movie? Sorry, you guys. Here we are, masters of the universe. Highlander.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Christopher Lambert was from Highlander. I think that's the only thing besides Mortal Kombat that I had seen him in. See, music, man. Music makes the world go round. Because it brought me around. I knew what the fuck that song was done by Queen. Lorenzo Lamas. No, it wasn't Lorenzo Lamas. Who was the fucking guy? Where's my fucking phone? I'm trying to think of the guy that was opposite him in Highlander. It wasn't Antonio Banderas.
That's another one I haven't seen for.
It wasn't. Oh my God. Sean Connery was in that. Adrian Paul. That's who it was. Adrian Paul. He was the guy that opposited him in Highlander. I know that the guy that played Goro.
You see how they did Goro in the movie?
That was pretty badass. I enjoyed it.
Back then.
For what it was, it was pretty dope.
Pretty much big giant puppet.
That was I see his fucking face.
Because it has CGI.
Oh, man.
Good enough CGI.
Give me just a second because I see his fucking face. I've had Woodruff. Tom Woodruff Jr. was the puppeteer on that. He also played the Gill Man in Monster Squad.
Oh, yeah.
And you've never seen Monster Squad, have you?
I've seen parts of it, yeah.
I fucking hate you. You gotta check that out. But yeah, Tom Woodruff Jr. I believe was the puppeteer.
Okay.
Kevin Michael Richardson played the voice of Goro. He was also in like Lilo and Stitch, Transformer. He played Optimus Prime Part 2.
Oh, okay.
The Simpsons, Firebuds, Family Guy. You know how like voice actors they're all over the fucking place nowadays. Frank Welker, he played the voice of Shao Kahn in Reptile. Master Boyd, played by Peter Jason. What else was he known from? He looks familiar. Oh shit, he was in 48 Hours and They Live, Escape from New York. Okay, so I recognize his face. One thing you might find interesting, well, you probably won't because it's a wrestling thing. So back in the day when Mick Foley was in the midst of all of his crazy stunts and shit, they had a shiatsu therapist named Francois Petit.
Okay.
And he'd do like rub downs on Mick Foley. Like, Meek, he'd have this like real thick fucking French accent. Meek, you have the spine of a crocodile, you know. This guy Francois Petit played Sub-Zero in this movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's like that to me. That kind of shit stands out. That kind of shit like perks me up a little bit. Chris Casamassa played Scorpion. Keith Cook played Scorpion. I'm trying to think of who played Liu Kang's brother because he was in other shit too. God damn it. Gerard Akamura played like a Baraka towards the end.
Yeah.
He's one of those generic actors you see in movies all the time. But if you're not paying attention, if you're not a fucking nerd like us, you're not gonna notice. Talisa Soto, she played Katana.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god! So back in the day, back when I was like, man, I'd like her butt. That was like the first. That was the first thing that came to mind. Talisa Soto, because she was so goddamn hot. I remember her from a 007 movie. It was with Timothy Dalton.
Was it
Roger Dalton? Dalton.
Yeah.
Was it Timothy
License
Dalton?
to Kill.
Okay, so that was the first time that I got introduced to 007. Maybe we have to do a 007 episode.
License to Kill is my least favorite.
A lot of people didn't like Timothy Dalton.
I didn't like. He was only in one James Bond, and I didn't care for him.
But Talisa Soto, she played Katana, and she was going after Liu Kang. They kind of had a thing. They got a connection or whatever like that. You know, she was trying to help him through. I really don't get like IMDb. I don't really get how people are uncredited for work they do on a movie. Like Tom Woodruff Jr., he's uncredited as Goro, but he was in shit like Alien Resurrection, Death Becomes Her, Starship, 6th Day, Guest House. He was on all kinds of shit. Like I said, he was also in Monster Squad. I believe he played the Mummy or the Gill Man.
Okay.
I do have his autograph, so I'm pretty fulfilled as far as that. I thought it was really good. The movie overall, I thought was good. I thought they executed the fatalities. I thought the story was really good. The ending with Shao Kahn popping up, I thought was really good. I thought the defeat of Goro, I felt like nothing really seemed really super hokey to me.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get super hokey until Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which I'm only seeing all the way through one goddamn time, and I don't plan on seeing it again. I consider there only to be 2 Mortal Kombat movies. There's Mortal Kombat that came out in 95 and the Mortal Kombat that came out in 21. In my opinion. What do you think of the more modern Mortal Kombat movie?
See, I watched the ones when they were on YouTube. Did you watch those?
The show?
The series they had that was on YouTube?
That was on Sci-Fi Network, right?
I watched it on I watched it on YouTube, but
okay.
I didn't know it was on Sci-Fi, but that was fucking wonderful.
All right. So I remember between Mortal Kombat the movie and this most recent one, 2021, there was a fan-made trailer that involved who's the guy that played Spawn? Michael Jai White.
Yeah.
Okay, as Jackson Briggs. Yeah. And it never came to fruition, I don't think. I think they made a show on Sci-Fi, but I never paid much attention to it. And that's one of the little bullshit blips I have in my notes eventually somewhere. I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it. I know Sonya Blade was some chick from Star Trek.
Oh, okay.
I see her face, but I don't know what the fuck her name is. The trailer was dope. I was really excited because they turned Hanzo Hasashi Scorpion. He was locked up. He was getting ready to go seek revenge for, was it Sub-Zero or was it Shang Tsung? I don't remember. But he was locked up, and they're like, hey, we want you to go track down such and such in this tournament. Johnny Cage got murdered. The chick from Star Trek was Sonya Blade.
Okay.
Michael Jai White was Jackson Briggs. Reptile had some skin condition, which made him... Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember any... Oh, Baraka. Baraka ended up being some black guy who was a doctor, a physician of some sort that got hit with, what do you call, some kind of malpractice suit or whatever, and he fucking implanted blades into his forearm. That was probably the most ridiculous part of that. I never watched the show that was on
Brock is
Sci-Fi.
supposed to be like a demon, like
He's supposed to be from Outworld.
Yeah.
I mean, that's as far as the game. That's what fucks me up about all this shit is because you have the game canon, then you have the movies, and then you have everything else in between. So that, I never watched it beyond that trailer. I was excited, because after Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which was garbage, we'll talk about that when we come back. There really wasn't anything going on Mortal Kombat movie wise. I was excited. Let's see. Frank Welker, Ed Boon played. Okay. Let's see what the trivia says on Mortal Kombat, the movie, the first one. Chris Casamassa was hired to work as a stunt ninja. At the audition, the producers were so impressed that he got the part of Scorpion. That's fucking weird. Bridget Wilson's Sampras performed all of her own stunts, refusing to use a double, including the fight scene. She dislocated her shoulder during one scene, but they were able to fix it on set without any reoccurrence. She was always hot too. I always enjoyed Bridget Wilson. Every movie, I went out of my way. I think I went out of my way to watch Billy Madison because she was in it. Because she was in it. She had that mean edge to her, like fuck you. At around 6 minutes, Steven Spielberg, an avid fan of Mortal Kombat series, was set to make a cameo appearance as the director in Johnny Cage's first scene, but scheduling conflicts forced him to back out. The director that was yelling at Johnny Cage, Johnny, if you quit this movie, I'll be back directing Traffic. He looked a lot like Steven Spielberg, so I get that. The soundtrack. Everybody knows the fucking soundtrack too. It was Techno Syndrome. This was another thing too I wanted to bring up because it was a big fucking deal. There was a group called the Immortals. Yeah. Okay. And they were basically, I think they were formerly known as the Lords of Acid. Do you remember them all?
Sounds familiar, bro.
Because I think they were a techno group of some sort. And they had a pretty big following, and that's why. Techno Syndrome. Every fucking buddy knows. Everybody fucking knows this song.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. All YouTube works. It's all fucking ads and shit. Test your might. But this is like the synonymous Mortal Kombat theme song,
Test your might.
And I wonder how much goddamn money that motherfucker made.
Oh, probably tons because they're still using it.
Because the dude in the commercial, I gotta fucking go the original fucking Mortal Kombat commercial.
He probably doesn't have to really make any other music now.
But at the same time, dude, like the way the fucking world works, I bet he didn't get dick out of it.
Oh yeah, he probably didn't sign a contract because he probably didn't think it was going to.
This was like the most revolutionary, visionary commercial I'd ever seen or heard of. That guy right there. September 13th, Mortal Monday. That's pretty epic. So yeah, I feel like that guy probably didn't make a whole lot of money off of that. I feel like they just kind of dicked him. They said, all right, we want you to participate in this commercial. This is what you're going to make off of it. Mm-hmm. Because that's what happened like with Napoleon Dynamite. Like the guy that directed Napoleon Dynamite said, hey, I'm going to pay you $1,000 to do this role. Mm-hmm. It was a low budget thing. And then it was like the video store rentals that fucking made it popular. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's how the director, producer, whatever, made all of his money.
It's like James Earl Jones will get paid like $5,000 for the voice Darth Vader
Really?
for the for the first Star Wars. And then the second movie came around. He said, "You're going to pay me a lot," because they none of them thought that movie was going to take off.
See, that's the kind of bullshit that makes me not like. That's the shit that makes me like. All right, I don't care about being famous because like whether it's a record contract or you're like a professional wrestler, man. Like everybody thinks like, oh, The Rock or John Cena, you're making millions of dollars. That motherfucker doesn't have insurance.
No.
You know what I mean? Your job doesn't give you insurance.
If you don't stay creative, then you're fucked.
Yeah. So that really opens your eyes to this kind of shit. It really fucking bothers me. And it really makes me glad that I didn't fucking participate in that crap. Because I was trying to be a pro wrestler when I was growing up. Like, you know, like, all right, well, there's all this red tape and the politics. You don't have insurance. So if you're traveling up and down the United States of America, you break your fucking neck, that's on you.
Yeah.
Man.
You're out of the game.
You're an independent contractor.
Yep.
And that's how I feel like with commercials and being an actor and all this. That's why SAG is so important. I've like done a lot of research on SAG. And, you know, if you're in a movie, you get insurance, you know, they take care of you. It's a thing, you know. But like in addition to that music, you know, so Mortal Kombat, the Immortals, better known as the Lords of Acid, they did this song. I think it came out. They wanted to make a Mortal Kombat soundtrack, but I think it came out around the same time after the game.
Oh,
so they had songs for each individual characters, but it was the Techno Syndrome movie that's best known. The first CD that I ever bought, and I still have it, it's like a single from that song. That's wild to me, man. That was a long fucking time ago. And there was so like, are you versed with like Vanilla Ice and the Queen situation, like Ice Ice Baby?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so there was that similarity between the songs.
There's just a one little thing opposite.
There it is. Twilight Zone Unlimited. So if you guys are in the know, or if you guys are curious, look up 2 Unlimited and Twilight Zone rap version official music video. Listen to the song, and then listen to the Mortal Kombat song. This fucking commercial. Like it's right there. It's it's not exactly the same song.
That's definitely.
It's weird because there's a lot of black people synonymous with like techno music, like CNC Music Factory and all that bullshit. That's weird. That just doesn't seem like a thing that would be up their alley. Anyway, all right, we're gonna stop here because I got special forces. I need to fucking. I don't know what the fuck happened to all my notes. I'm pissed.
There's gonna be some random ass stuff.
We got through.
Probably sitting on them.
We got through 3 Ultimate Mortal Kombat. And like it really fucks me up because I was doing my research because they have the Game Boy ports. They have like the Game Gear ports. They have the other ports besides arcade and home systems that were basically like revisiting the consoles, and they were just dumb. They were just dumb as hell. Mortal Kombat was a very impactful fucking staple in my life as far as fighting games, though. Definitely. Mortal Kombat 1 through 3, 4 is gonna be sketchy. We'll try and revisit this shit next. I think we're gonna do in the next 2 weeks. So today is 29th of. Where's my goddamn calendar? Sorry. All right, so today is the 29th. The 12th of February.
So that's gonna be.
We're gonna play it all by ear. So last time we talked about like all the shit we had in the schedule. Wipe all that bullshit. We're gonna fucking adjust everything.
No, you're right. It's 12.
Okay, so the 12th Sunday of February, we're gonna get back together and we're gonna do the rest of Mortal Kombat. We're gonna talk some more shit. I still have the mics are eliminated. So that's gonna make the rest of the night interesting. I'm gonna put the laundry in the fucking dryer for tomorrow. Anything else you want to mention today?
No.
Okay. We're gonna talk a lot of shit about the ones that came in between Mortal Kombat 3 and Mortal Kombat 4, because I can already see the notes.
With the shitty characters.
The shitty characters, the shitty gameplay, the shitty storyline.
Like meat.
Like I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's on my notes somewhere too. Meat. Fuck. God damn. Well, I want to thank Mortal Kombat as a whole, Ed Boon, John Tobias, because that was very evolutionary in so many ways, because they had like we got the rating system because of games.
They pushed the boundaries.
They pushed the boundaries. Hell yeah. They wanted to try and be the anti-Street Fighter game, you know. And that's on the docket too. We got fighting games as a whole that are it's gonna be a discussion on the podcast of Pain. So that's gonna be interesting, because like we got like Soul Calibur, we got Tekken.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. All right. So as we look at the timestamp, holy shit, we're 2 hours and 20 minutes in. Holy shit.
We still got people hanging out watching us.
I know. I appreciate you guys watching on a Sunday this late at night. You guys are the shit. I appreciate. Did I throw those chips? I threw those chips. I appreciate the Chaz chips. They were very disappointing. I thought they were very disappointing.
Tasty.
They are tasty. I was expecting like something a little bit more like, that's earthy. You know?
That's familiar.
Really? They're not that bad. They're bad. They're like regular fucking chips that you get at the goddamn grocery store. So disappointing. Let's see. Chimera Illustration Design. Thank you guys so much for participating.
Yeah.
Look up Chimera Illustration Design on Facebook and follow his links. Golden ticket opportunity, guys. There's only 5. If you guys hit them up, tell them the podcast of Pain sent you. 50% off your project, whether you want a t-shirt or whether you want to design a board game, a poster for your event, whatever, man. He can pull it off. He's the motherfucking man. My Nerdvana Toys and Collectibles. If he doesn't have it, you don't need it. I've already picked up the Nun, Sam, and Pinhead figures from NECA through him. He's going to be at Astronomicon 6. Like I said, March 3rd, 4th, and 5th in Livonia, Michigan at Burton Manor. All kinds of celebrities are going to be there. Kevin Smith, Brian O'Halloran, Jeff Anderson, Trish Stratus, Rikishi. Go to astronomicon.com. Get your fucking tickets. The VIP shit is still limited. All kinds of awesome shit going to happen besides the show. Blaze and Brews. So Blaze Your Dead Homie is going to do an event where he basically just drinks beer with like fans.
Oh, no shit.
Mm-hmm. They did that last year. I think that was the debut event. He's cool as fuck. Like if I had to give a rank to all the entities on Magic Ninja Entertainment, Blaze is the most personable. He's the most cool, just laid back, cool as fuck. He'll sit there and talk to you for an hour. Like, oh yeah, your kid's doing a fucking art project. Yeah, I like to fucking call him and help him out. You know, he's cool as fuck. You know, always laid back. And I also want to mention that they have a show, Blaze, ABK, Knowledge to MC, and the Michigan Misfits, which are going to appear on the podcast very soon, probably on the 12th. I think that was originally the Juggalo episode. We'll figure it out. It doesn't matter. But the Michigan Misfits are going to be on that show April 7th. In Detroit, Michigan, at the Shelter, where Eminem became synonymous or famous with rap.
Oh, yeah.
St. Andrews Hall. So it's going to be Blaze, Your Dead Homie, ABK, Insane E, Michigan Misfits, and Knowledge of MC in Detroit, Michigan, April 7th, 2023. So check them out. Get your tickets. We're going to do some more Mortal Kombat shit next time. Fuck it, we're not done.
I had fun with this one.
I did too, because we got pussy chips, we got fucking Mike's Hard Lemonade, we got fucking beard oil. Make sure to go to fucking Kill 'Em All Beard Oil and use Pain Pod as your coupon code for 10% off.
Oh yeah.
We're moving up. We're moving up, and I'm excited. Fuck anybody synonymous with Hot Pockets or Scott Pockets or any of that bullshit. Fuck you, fuck your mom, fuck your girlfriend, fuck your kids. I don't give a fuck. I'm fired up and I'm ready to take out somebody's fucking eye. And I'm gonna, because I got nothing in there. I got shit to make a desk right here. I'm gonna fucking scoop your goddamn eye out. I don't go, fuck. Don't push me, motherfucker. I'm here.
What happened to you, fucking stranger?
That's what you happen. That's what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass. Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Oh shit.
Big Lebowski's coming. So if you guys paid attention to the last episode, fuck that calendar. We're doing a bi-weekly thing. It just makes more sense. I think the adult thing is gonna make us do bi-weekly. I just feel like we can give you more quality of the product bi-weekly than every week.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to stress the fuck out. I really don't.
Get more solid notes.
Yeah, you got your kids. I got my kids. We got the shit to do. Doesn't mean we don't appreciate you guys.
Oh.
Go to patreon.com. We're going to do, what did you say, Wednesday?
Yeah, Wednesday for sure.
Wednesday, we're going to talk shit about the women, man. We're going to talk shit about significant others. We're going to talk shit about relationships. We're going to talk shit about the double standards between men and women. Fuck it, I'm going to go ahead and say it, man. So, like, girlfriends you've had, they've had male counterparts or, like, male friends. You ever been, like, suspect?
Not really. I've never been in that situation before.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. Well, like, let's say a girlfriend said, hey, I don't really like this bitch. I don't really like this bitch liking your pictures. Go ahead and why don't you fucking give her the fucking show her the door, motherfucker.
Oh, that doesn't happen.
So, like, if it did happen, like, where would you go? Like, let's say you knew a chick for 20 years, and then you come along and you meet this chick, and, you know, things are going good. You guys get along. You know, she's into PlayStation or whatever the fuck it is you're doing. But she's like, I don't really like this chick for whatever reason. So, like, let's say you're Christopher Moltisanti and Adriana. Okay. Christopher Moltisanti, Christopher Moltisanti's friends with what's the chick? What's the old mom that he banged? Capriccio. You had sex with Beverly Capriccio. Let's say like she's still a friend or a component in his life. And Adriana's like, yeah, she needs to go. What would you do? Like, there's nothing going on, you know. Beverly, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be a weird situation.
All right. I want to figure that out because, like, then later on The Sopranos, you see fucking massive genius trying to get in Adriana's pants.
Yeah.
And Christian was like, hey, no, you know. So we're going to talk about that bullshit on the fucking Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
Patreon.com, podcast of pain. $1 will get you into the extra shit. We don't give a fuck. $1, $5, $20. I think you can send your dick pics to Will here.
Oh no.
They ain't sending them to me.
Dude,
I got your fucking email and everything on there.
$20, $20.
$20 is $20. He'll rate your willies. We'll do whatever the fuck we gotta do, man. You guys want a fucking commercial on the show? We'll run it every 2 weeks. Whatever it is, man. If you guys hate black people, we'll fucking run the ad for black people, like anti-black people.
Not me.
I know. It's a bad example, but I'm just saying, give us $20, we'll air most anything. Make sure you guys go to killemallbeardoil.com, Chimera Illustration and Design. If you guys are in the Midwest Michigan area, Jackson, Napoleon, whatever, hit up Tactical Trash Out. We also have Minor Nirvana Toys and Collectibles. If they don't have what you need, man, you probably don't need it at all. He does Funko Pops. He does NECA figures, Super 7, Star Wars. He's got tabletop games, all kinds of shit.
Oh, yeah.
You can find them all on Facebook. So hit them up. Let them know the podcast of pain sent you, and they'll hook you up, man. They'll take care of you. They take care of us. They'll take care of you. Promise. Other than that, man, I can't believe we've been shitting here for 2.5 hours. It's fucked up.
I'm just glad people are sitting here listening to us.
I know there's still 3 people vision and still 3 people. Do we know who they are?
I don't know.
Oh man, that sucks.
I'd like to know.
3 people.
Thank you, 3 people.
Yeah, thank you, 3 people, for staying with us. This is going to be available on Anchor and iTunes and Spotify next day or so. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support. We have T-shirts available. I'm going to post the link because apparently you can't still just type in Podcast of Pain and get it.
No, I had to type in Podcast of Pain and then the episode.
It's a pain in the ass. Yeah. Technology is becoming more and more of a pain in the ass. I swear. You should be able to type in Podcast of Pain and find our T-shirts, but you can't. We have 1, 2, 3 designs currently. The main Podcast of Pain is us. We're going to reintegrate all the funds to the show.
Oh, yeah.
The Paniac show, the Paniac shirts, the red and the yellow, that's going to go straight to Brian because he wanted to argue with me. Look, motherfucker, we made a movie back in the day with Andy where you played a ninja and I played a ninja and I had size and you killed me. That's not going to happen. In real life, I will choke you the fuck out. You're getting your money. You're getting your due. All right? This is how friends work.
Definitely deserves it.
You definitely. He made our fucking logo. He made the 2 logos that we have our faces on, all that shit.
Sick-ass shirts.
Exactly. Get those sick-ass shirts, man. You're going to see those at Astronomicon. March 3rd, 5th, 4th. Oh, shit. Astronomicon 6, you're going to see our fucking big heads at Astronomicon in some degree. Doesn't matter. But that's all because of Chimera Illustration and Design. You're going to get your due, bro. I promise. Other than that, dude, thanks for tuning in on a Sunday. It is almost 9:30. I'm going to make another shirt. I told Brian to stop making us shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because it stresses me out. I
feel bad not giving them something for it.
That exactly. But I told him, let me stand on my own 2 feet, man. Let me make a shirt for us.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do it. I have an idea. We're going to use this green screen probably in the next 2 weeks or whatever like that. We're going to make a T-shirt. I don't know exactly what we're going to do.
We can figure something out.
But I'm going to use my bullshit kindergarten Photoshop skills, and we're going to make a shirt that doesn't have anything to do with Chimera Illustration and Design. I'm going to show them I can stand on my own 2 feet. I don't think you have faith in me. No, I appreciate the fuck out of Brian.
Oh, yeah.
I really do.
For sure.
He's the man, dude. I've known that dude for 20 plus fucking years. He does board games, he does posters, he does shirt. He was on the last episode.
I know, but I'm surprised he had to set up a booth or something like it.
He has. Monroe Pop Fest, I think, is the last time I saw him and Andy Lockwood at a booth. It just sucks, man. Being an artist as a whole it's a pain in the ass because you set your own prices, right? Yeah. And people are like, I don't want to play that. You know what I mean? I can go to a fucking bullshit con and pay $1 for a fucking sketch of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's the bullshit because people will short sell themselves at a show, and then somebody that's really got the skills will miss out because somebody wants lesser than. And that's dude, that really aggravates me because I've tried to be a pro wrestler, I've tried to be an artist, I've tried to be whatever. And it's that there's always number one, there's always somebody better, but there's always somebody that wants to undercut.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Just get a buck.
Pour themselves out to get a buck. And that's what makes it really hard. So, like I said, Chimera Illustration and Design on Facebook, Tactical Trash Out, and Minor Nirvana Toys and Collectibles, as well as Kill 'Em All Beard Oil. I use them, dude. Look at all this shit. This is I've actually purchased this. They don't send us any free shit. We just recently become a sponsor. They got beard balm, beard butter, beard oil, as well as apparel, other beard aficionado type of stuff. So if you have facial hair in any degree, man, or if you have somebody in your life that does facial hair, go to Kill 'Em All Beard Oil. There's going to be a scent or a product for them. With that, it is time to bid you adieu and goodbye. And if you're a wrestling fan, you get that. If you don't, fuck you. I am the D. This is Big Will. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. We will see you next time. We will finish up this Mortal Kombat conquest of sorts. And
a lot of Mortal Kombat.
Hell yeah.
What is there, like 14 games now?
Jesus Christ. So, like, Mortal Kombat 1 came out in 92.
Mm-hmm.
We're at Mortal Kombat 11 in 2023.
Is that 11 now? Okay.
Isn't it fucked up?
Yeah.
That's such a gap. Well, there's a lot of bullshit games, and we're going to entertain you with all those games next time. 2 weeks, which is February 12th. Is that what we decided? 12th? February 12th. So tune in, motherfuckers. Party on. Oh, I fucked that up too. I'm Don Juan Delanucci, and this is Big Lovin'. And over here, we got Dragon Buddy. Welcome to the Escape Pod. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. We're out. Peace. And yes, I want to end broadcast. Don't